Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Gamer Grudge X.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Gamer Grudge. We're finally here, people. Gamer Mania 2. Now, I know it's not like epic. Sorry. It's epic as last year's Gamer Mania. But this Gamer Mania is going to be loaded. We got two fighters here ready to go at it. To become the actual Gamer Grudge champion, because the Gamer Championship is now unclaimed, sadly. But we are going to crown a new champion today. I am joined today by me. I'm Matt, the host. Yes, I am me. Look, I'm Matt Poole. I'm joined by my usual co-host, Mist.
See, this is why I say you're a narcissist. You're joined by yourself.
He's got like a Venom thing going on these days.
We are Mac. Don't know that.
It's terrifying.
No.
Look, I eat chocolate. I eat chocolate, but I don't do what the other stuff that Venom does. Anyway, we got Scott.
Hello.
And we have our two fighters. One, he is a former Gamer Grudge champion. He also has been in this final round several times. Will he finally reclaim his championship belt? Mr. John! Didn't say shit.
Mr. John!
I don't know if I gotta say shit or not. I'm just ready to prove that I'm the better bald white guy of the two of us.
Alright. Fair. And this man has been in the championship round several times. You could call him probably the Buffalo Bills of Gamer Grudge. Will he win today? We don't know. Speaking of Buffalo Bills, you know John is a Buffalo Bills fan. Hey, Bryce!
I'm gonna bring my family into that.
As far as I'm concerned, you two are family.
Bryce!
What's happening? I didn't hear you say my name. It kind of cut out, so I wasn't sure
All right.
if you were done. What's happening, everybody? It's Big BS here, ready to take it down once again.
All right. So, guys, we're here a little late. So, I'm not going to play the rules, because if you're here, you should know the rules of Gamer Grudge, because we're late. So, I feel like we should just dive into this shit right now. What do y'all think?
I'm down for whatever.
Do it.
Yeah, tick.
Yeah, skip it.
Yeah, skipping all that shit.
Skip
So
it.
let's just go all the way to question number 1, which definitely have this propped up and ready. Question number 1, which is Mist.
Really? Okay. What is the best flight sim game?
All right. So we're gonna start with John, and then we're gonna go with Bryce. So, John, what is the best flight sim game?
Oh, that's obviously Grand Theft Auto 5.
All right, cool. Great. That's exactly what it looks like in Grand Theft Auto. That's Grand Theft Auto. All right, Bryce,
Yes.
what is your answer?
Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024.
Wow, look at that.
Who would have thought?
Uh-huh. All right, cool. All right. We're going to go back to the right over here. All right. So, sorry. So, Miss, you have the time on the clock?
Yep.
John, you will tell us why your answer is the best. As soon as Miss tell you to go.
Go.
Buddy Holly, John Denver, Kobe Bryant. If they have taught us anything, is that you need to make flights interesting. Enter Grand Theft Auto 5, an amazing game on its own. And the sandbox style that Grand Theft Auto 5 is allows for flights. And you could just you could just be wonderfully chaotic in Grand Theft Auto 5 and fly some planes, have a good time, call it a day. But no, the community has gone a step beyond that. And they have servers where you fly the planes. You can actually download mods and get actual planes in real life, and play those in the game, but in a Grand Theft Auto style. And honestly, I think there's something beautiful about that. In all of the chaos and all of the sex and violence that is Grand Theft Auto 5, people manage to find something beautiful in that, and that's just getting into big ass planes, flying them around, and treating it like an actual airport. And I think flight simulators need to be fun, and that's what Grand Theft Auto does. It brings the fun to flight. And sometimes there's going to be those rogue elements that just want to just sow some chaos, and that's perfectly fine. They may not last too long in their own community, but you know what? There's a time and a place for everything, and there's a time and a place in my heart for Grand Theft Auto 5 and the flight simulators that the community has brought to us. God bless America. God bless San Andreas. God bless whatever the fuck you want. Thank you.
Okay.
50 seconds.
Baba booey, baba booey.
Um,
I yield my time. I donate it to charity.
okay.
Okay. What charity?
Extra 50 seconds for me. I won't even need it either.
I said charity, not charity.
I don't think that's how it works. What charity do you donate to?
Boys and Girls Club. Get them all a copy of that.
Ah, fair. Great cause. All right. All right, Bryce, you're gonna have to top that.
All right.
All right.
No, Mac, you said it wrong. You have to Top Gun that.
There we go. You had to have. Oh no, I got one. You got to have the need for speed.
No, missed one that
Close.
one point.
Yeah,
Oh
close.
boy.
It was totally
Thank you,
different.
John.
Damn
Thank
it,
you.
fucking shit.
All right, so
Anyway,
missed is up 1-0. All right, next one.
damn it, fucking shit. I ain't gonna come up with a better.
We get to vote on the judges, and who
Yes.
there's a judge that wins
No.
at the end as well.
No. You're
I'm the
being-
tiebreaker for that one too.
Beautiful.
You ready for 3 minutes?
I'm ready whenever y'all are.
All right.
Go.
Okay. Best flight simulator. What do we think of when we think of best flight simulator? Well, simulators. With Microsoft Flight Simulator, the unmatched realism is what stands out with me. When you're talking about the best flight simulator, you talk about something that brings the best real life experience to your screen. Unmatched realism, delivers the full Earth replica with real world weather, traffic, and terrain. It literally GPS maps the world. You get new download packs of new areas of the world, of the cities, all across the world. And you can fly anywhere in authentic conditions, with, like I said, real-time weather. You're flying through China, it's the exact time and weather that it is in the real world. They've, expanded their mission variety, so there is a lot more to do other than just flying around. There are, missions that simulate real life flights, aerial firefighting, search and rescue, cargo hauling, VIP transports, and just the graphics and performance of everything, the visuals, the tech is better. But if you're actually looking to learn how to fly a legit plane, this will give you a very good understanding of what to expect. Obviously, nothing compares to real world experience, but not everybody can afford that, and this is something that brings you really close to the real thing, with the cockpit and the airplanes that are built to spec off of real Airbuses and different jets and what have you, different types of planes from old school to new school, high tech, low tech. The quality of life, it's just there's always lots of updates to keep everything, new and fresh and smooth and working better. There's a huge community support behind it. But overall, this game I picked as best flight simulator just because of the realism with the real world mapping, the real weather effects, and just the complexity and the accuracy that it brings to the cockpit and how to actually fly a real plane.
30 seconds.
Donate it. That's all I got. But yeah.
Great. All right. With that said, Miss, you're gonna have the time on the clock. Get ready for
Yep.
that. All right.
Already ready.
Make sure you maim, kill, and destroy. Make sure you keep everything above the belt, people. And we want to make sure you have fun, people, because we want to make sure you come back. All right. I'm gonna mute my mic. You may, Miss will tell you when to go.
Go.
Microsoft Flight Simulator is a game for fucking nerds.
That's possible. Just about
It's
every
not
game
possible.
is, though.
It's actual. It is factual. I
Um,
watched it. I fell asleep watching that game. It's just so boring. It's like, okay,
Yeah, it might
cool,
not be the
whatever.
best game to watch, but the best fight simulator, as in like like I said, it's just got the realism there. GTA's too, it's fun and there's a lot you can do, but as a flight
Goddamn right,
simulator,
it's fun.
it's not. It doesn't. Nothing about GTA screams flight simulator. It is, it's a very arcade flight models. It is very easy to pick up and learn, but that's not what you
Exactly.
look
Easy to
for.
pick up and learn. Easy to just have a day of it. You
Yeah,
don't have
and
to spend too much
that's what
time with the
brings it
game.
down as far as being the best flight simulator, because with the best flight simulator, you're looking for a realistic simulation.
You know, what's even better than
GTA
that?
is very arcadey.
Actually going and becoming a pilot. Why are you gatekeeping people, saying like, well, you're too poor to become a pilot. You should go ahead and just play this game and be settled with it.
Well, it is very expensive. I don't know
It
if you've
is,
ever
but it's a
tried to
worthwhile
get
endeavor.
a.
I think any sort of like a skill-based job like that is important. And that's all that
Well, some
Microsoft
people
Flight
don't want to
Simulator
do it
is.
for a
It's
job. They maybe
gatekeeping. It's
want to
like,
do it
oh,
recreationally.
I don't want you to get a real job. I just want you to play my game.
Yeah, I mean, everybody that makes a game wants you to play their game, obviously.
Exactly. Exactly.
So I mean, that goes both
And Grand
sides.
Theft Auto makes no qualms about that. Like, this is a fun game to play. You don't need to do anything else. We're not keeping you from anything
You know
else.
what's
You can
not
just
going to
play this
happen
game and
in
just have a
Microsoft
fucking
Flight
good time.
Simulator? When I'm trying to learn how to fly a plane in Microsoft Flight Simulator, I'm not going to get shot out of the sky by some, scumbag that's just trolling at everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, where's the fun in
In
that?
this game,
Where
because
is the
if you're actually
fun in that?
trying
Where is the
to
danger in that?
become educated and have a realistic scenario,
Oh, if you're gonna
that's
become educated, just become a goddamn pilot.
like I said, not everybody can afford that, and if they
Whoa,
can,
whoa, here we
maybe
go
this
again.
is
Here we go again.
maybe this
Capitalist
is
Christ here.
this
Like,
may,
oh, not everybody can afford it.
rather than spend a shitload of money and find out you don't like it, maybe you step into the simulator game on Game Pass, which costs you, whatever your monthly subscription is, and then you can decide if that's for you or
like a
not.
little rinky-dink system, like, are you really getting the full experience of that, or once again, are you gonna have to get into capitalism and you'll get the extra monitors, get the flight stick, and all that? By the time you're invested in all
I
of
mean,
that,
that's
you could
if
have
you
gotten
want
some
to.
books. You could have
Yeah,
got your first
and that's what
copy.
you can do. You can level up your experience. Whereas GTA, you're pretty much stuck. And what,
Because
at
that's what you
least
don't. You
in
don't
Microsoft
need to
Flight
level up any
Simulator,
more than
you've
that.
got
It's
real vehicles that you can fly in real life. You've got real tools that you're using,
if
real
you're poor, you
math.
mean if you're poor, like, oh, you can't.
I never say anything about poor. I
You've
just
been
said
saying
that.
you've been saying it constantly,
No, that's the
just like
first time I said
you
poor.
can't
That's
afford
the first
flight
time I
school,
said
so play
poor.
this
I
game.
said it's expensive to get flight lessons
And
and to
not
fly a
everyone
plane.
can afford it.
Exactly. I'd love to fly a plane, but I can't afford it. But I'm not poor
Not with
either.
that attitude. Bryce, I believe in you. I believe you can be anything you want. If you
Well,
want
that's
to be a
great.
pilot, you go and get
Like
a
the
pilot.
champion
The
of this
only
game
thing you
tonight, like the
can't
winner of
be
this vote.
is right.
No, this is what, and the GTA, like I said, you're gonna get shot out of the sky. You gotta run to an airplane, take a car to an airplane. In Microsoft, you can just hop into whatever plane you want,
You can
whatever area of
if
the
if
real
you're load
world you want.
if you get onto the flight server, you do that too. You just get over whatever sort of plane you
Yeah, but
want.
not everybody has a PC that can access flight servers. Some people are playing on Xbox or PlayStation. They can't access those servers. That's for PC only. That's gatekeeping the poor people again.
You can get
You know what I mean?
you can get a
GTA 5
simple
lacks
computer.
GPS, autopilot, cockpit instruments of basic speed and altitude, like basic shit for an actual flight simulator. It does not have. It's just get in a plane. It's the same as driving a car. All the physics are the same as driving a car. You got gas, brake, left, right, and a horn and a radio.
There's a modded community out there that lets you do more stuff than
Once
like
again,
left right up
restricted to
down.
PC. Once again, restricted to PC. So you're cutting out half of GTA 5 first came on Xbox and PlayStation. So
Really, you're
going to
buying a
play?
system. You're either buying an Xbox or you're buying a PC.
Right. Well, not for GTA until it finally comes out, because we all know it doesn't come out on PC
Stop.
first.
All right. Anybody got a question?
I do, but it's more of a clarification question.
Yeah, you go ahead.
Okay, so this is purely for clarity. What do you need to do your flight simulation game?
Fair.
I mean, I've played Microsoft Flight Simulator with an Xbox controller on my Xbox on Game Pass.
Okay, I guess I can say, what's the bare minimum that you need to play?
Yeah, just an Xbox Series S and an Xbox controller.
Okay.
You don't have to have full cockpit throttles and pedals and all that. You can upgrade to that, but you can do that in GTA as well. I mean, but you don't have to.
Okay.
Doing that in GTA would be a lot harder though, because you're not going to be able to maneuver your person.
I mean, John, are you going to dispute this? Are you going to argue it?
I mean, for GTA, same thing. You just need a system, the game, some mods, and a dream.
All right, cool. All right.
Now, if there's another question, I was just more confused as to what was needed.
I like that. That's a good way to end it off. And look, Scott got one.
I got nothing.
Yeah, same here. All right, Miss, you got any facts?
Honestly, not really, because it's kind of like, well, yeah, one is definitely a flight simulator game, and the other one's a game that you can do flight simulation in.
Yeah. All right. That's it? I don't want to cut you off.
I mean, that's the gist of it, because everything else is kind of like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
What they said was factual.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to take the lead here. I'm getting ahead of this, but I looked up what the purpose of a flight simulator and what is the basic definition. A system that uses computer technology, software, hardware to mimic flying an aircraft or recreating the cockpit controls and sites for training pilots to develop an aircraft and research into a safe virtual environment. So that's the definition. So here's the thing, John. Your game is just okay. Yeah, it's flight simulation, but it really
flight sim game. Yeah, exactly.
It's a flight simulator. You're right, but it's literally like okay, so it's flight simulation combat, which is cool, but it's not really like. Let me be honest here. It's not building the definition, because you play GTA 5 and you try to do all that shit, you're not going to you're not like, oh, you're ready to get in the cockpit and fly a plane, Yeah. No. But with Bryce, on the other hand, yeah, you're not just going to go into a plane, but you probably can go to flight school and probably get yourself eased into it easier by taking that doing what he does. So with that using the definition, I got to give this to Bryce. Who want to go next? You don't.
Guess I'll go next.
All right.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I do. Like, it does sound like there is an aspect of GTA where, like, on like the PC servers, you can have like a more legitimate flight simulator experience, which like that's one of the cool things about GTA. You can kind of do a bunch of different things within the structure of it, but it does seem like Microsoft Flight Simulator is like, you know, like it can be used for educational purposes
Yeah.
versus like GTA, which is more just like entertaining and fun.
Yeah.
Which like I lean more towards, but as far as like a flight simulator, yeah, I think I gotta go with Bryce.
If this was a different way of the question, if it was a different view into the question, there is a scenario where, John could win, but the question is
Look, I mean, I fuck around in GTA.
What's the
on
most
Oh
my
yeah, I
fun
agree.
time.
I agree. I
simulator.
agree. I agree. Y'all fuck around with it
Yeah.
too. Yeah. I can't disagree with it. Yeah. If this was the question was a little bit different, there's a chance I would have picked John. Like John. Yeah, I play GTA. Out of the two, I'm playing GTA 5, but I gotta answer the question: best flight simulator, and it is that's the best flight simulator. All right, for shits and giggles, missed.
Okay, so I'm going to totally ignore the definition.
Oh God.
And ironically, I have had to fight against Flight Simulator in I think 2 years ago, and won that particular championship because I tore down that game. However, if we're talking pure Flight Simulator, I mean, it's literally the title of the game.
Yeah.
So, as much as I love Grand Theft Auto 5, and as much as I love Chaos, and as much as I love you, John, gonna have to go with Bryce.
Yeah. Don't get me wrong, I love GTA Online. I love GTA 5, but it's just
Yeah, of course.
It was a
Great.
tough sell. Like I was like, damn it, like I need more with this. I like the way you were going, but I was like, yeah, but how does it how does it help you? Like, is it like damn it. It's a good question. Good answer. Good answer.
It's like a jack of all trades simulator.
Yeah.
GTA, what I mean? It's like it's an everything simulator, but it doesn't narrow its focus in.
You want to learn how to drive a car while holding your piece? GTA 5
I
is
mean,
where it's at.
to be
Right.
fair, Grand Theft Auto does have Flight School in it. And
It
that
does.
is not a mod, that is in the
That
game.
is in the game. It does, but that's the question still remains. Can you get into a plane and actually do it after you do that? You know what I'm saying? So, like, I play GTA 5. You just can't do that. To be fair, like you go to a flight instructor. Well, you got any experience? I play GTA 5. What?
Can anybody here fly a plane? We got the GTA guy and the flight simulator guy.
Look, I can
Get the
fly
fuck
a
outta
plane
here.
if I'm in the hood, okay? If you put me in the hood and start me there, I can fly a plane.
To
I
be
can
fair,
fly it. I can't land it all too well.
Yeah,
I'm just going to crash
to be
my plane
fair-
here, then neither of us have a plane.
to be fair, Snoop said I didn't flow circles. I drew circles in Soul Plane. He did say that. What they're
American
saying?
classic soul plane.
Classic Soul Plane. Anyway, what they're saying in the chat?
It's all you, so you know what you said.
I'll tell you what I said. Pilot Wings, great game.
Pilot wings.
Pilot Wings, great game. Big Rigs. Pokemon Red. And then I said, we're all nerds here. Also, Mega Man
Ace
2.
Combat.
Huh?
Ace Combat's a good one. Ace Combat.
Ace
They
Combat?
got a new Ace Combat
yeah,
coming
that's a
out.
pretty good one.
here
Yeah,
soon.
yeah.
Afterburner.
Afterburner's pretty good.
The new one looks sick.
Also, Mega Man 2 through 11, great flight simulation in that game. Yeah, you fly on Rush. It's awesome. Gotta get air and whip.
Okay, then you could put like what, Superman 64? You're literally flying as Superman.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
nobody's
If you
gonna
want to
argue
crash a
that
plane,
It's a human flight simulator. Yeah. Say
you
what
want
kind of
you
flight.
yeah. Go to a flight simulator. Like, hey, you got any experience? I play Superman 64. Get out.
Quick question: would a drone flight simulator have counted?
Yeah,
yeah,
why
yeah,
not?
yeah.
Well, if Frog were here, he could tell you that that's in some Yakuza based games. You in fact race a drone.
It's also in like Watch Dogs.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Oh yeah, it is. Yeah.
All right, guys, let's go to question number 2. Great start. So, Bryce, you have one. John, you got to get on the board. So question number 2 is Scott.
He
Um,
doesn't have the questions.
I do have he sent them to me.
Oh, okay.
What is the best sandbox game?
Yes, we're gonna do a redo on this one because somebody in one episode fucked this up. We're not naming any person who that person is, but you know who you are. All right. So this time we're gonna start with Bryce. Bryce, what is your answer?
Minecraft.
Oh, there it is. He looks goofy as ever. All right, John.
Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. Boom. Copy and paste all of Bryce's stuff. Done. Can't do that? Oh, sorry. Then Skyrim.
I mean, I would have picked. I mean, whoa, was that? No. Oh, wait.
You would have been better just using GTA again.
It probably would have been better.
But the
Right.
thought had crossed my mind.
It would not let me. It's not letting me show that photo. So I'm sorry, guys. But sorry.
Dang.
Yeah, sorry.
Honestly, if I had
Technical
found a way to
difficulties.
do Grand Theft Auto 5 for all the answers, I would have.
Grand Theft Auto 5 probably would have been a great. Don't get me wrong, Skyrim was a good answer, but that would have been a great answer as well. All right, Bryce, you're next. Miss is gonna
right.
put time on the clock, and she will tell you to go whenever she's ready.
Go.
All right. Why is Minecraft the best sandbox game? Well, it's the best sandbox game. In a quick answer, it offers limitless creativity and a huge community of support and open-ended gameplay that players can build and explore in countless different ways that we've all seen. The endless possibilities with the digging, the crafting, and building of everything that you want, whatever your imagination can create, you can create it within this game, quite literally. I mean, I've seen so many things that never even thought of. Just and real freedom, and just being with whether you're playing creative mode or survival mode. It's got something for everybody. Or if you're getting into the global community with thousands of mods and servers that are being created every day, keeps this game fresh, which is part of its huge success even still today. The educational aspect of it, I mean, it's used in classrooms worldwide to teach coding and team working and problem solving, and they've been doing that for a while now, because I remember that. I mean, they've been in schools for a while, probably at least 7 years now. The longevity of it, like I said, it's been out since like 2009, but it still remains one of the top games in this current year. So I mean, that's quite a long run to be, and like we've seen, it's one of the top selling games of all time. I think it's like 2 or 3 now or something. And it runs on damn near everything. I mean, it's on PC, console, mobiles, web browser. I mean, you can play this thing damn near anywhere on any device. Which makes it easily accessible. Obviously, the graphics aren't the best, but I mean, that kind of is its art style. It is its style. It was kind of the whole block thing. Everything was already blocky, so then it kind of made sense to make the graphics blocky as well. I feel like just gives it its own unique personality and charm. It's obviously a definitive style for it. As soon as you see those blocks with the 8-bit or the pixelation, colors on it, you already know it's Minecraft. With the and especially with going into Redstone and the advanced mechanics, I've seen people create what they made like brain neurons now and fully running Game
Stop.
Boys and all right.
I just like you just said stop. Please just stop.
We could have went on.
Yeah, I know.
Can
I
I have
know.
that donated time?
We know. We understand. We understand you're stroking his dick. We understand it. But stop.
What was the guy's name that made it?
Oh, I don't remember.
Oh,
the name.
It's like a one-word name.
Steve.
Bullshit.
Steve.
No.
Steve from Blue's Clues.
Whoever they paid billions of dollars for it to.
Steve from Blue's
The
Clues.
programmer's name.
He's
No.
back.
It was something weird.
Wait, Steve from Blue's Clues. He's back.
No.
Damn it.
No.
Yeah, that's a downer. John, you're next. I'm sorry. I gotta find a paw print from Blue.
Are you ready?
I am.
Go.
Guys, I absolutely loved Skyrim. Just such an amazing game to play. Uh, you can play it on its base level. You have even on just the base game itself, just such a fun, rich adventure as you're looking to become the ultimate dragonborn, killing dragons, learning their power words, just putting those power words into just all sorts of bullshit things you can do in the game. Then there's the human quests, so just trying to save the kingdom as you will from whatever territories are out there. But what really makes it interesting about the game is just such a jangly keys ADHD moment is just the dynamic engine the system has, that it just keeps on throwing new quests at you. You'll trip over some weird rock, and then all of a sudden that just spawns a new quest. Like, okay, this rock doesn't belong here. Go find out what it is, and then you're in some cave fighting a nether demon of sorts. And that's what I love about the sandbox style of Skyrim. Just it keeps on giving you stuff to do, and there's no one way to do it. If you want to be just a big old barbarian, just a hack and slashing, you can do that. If you want to be an assassin type, sneak around, be stealthy, you can do that. If you want to do magic and just nuke the shit out of stuff, you can do that too. You can mix match, find whatever your style is. Um, Now, then there's more to the game as well as you're going through, and as you're meeting people, you can get your own companions. As you're exploring throughout the vast world, you can find someone that you fall in love with in game and marry, and that's some wonderful diversity. And I love just all the options that the game gives you. That there's no one set way to play. You play to your comfort style. You play to whatever's most fun for you. Another thing that really makes Skyrim what it is the mod community. There are some goddamn psychopaths out there, and you give them some code and you put them in Skyrim, they'll put something great. One of my favorite things that I've seen in Skyrim has been the dragons have all been replaced with Macho Man Randy Savage. How can you go wrong with Macho Man goddamn Randy Savage? You can't. He's a goddamn dragon, and his shouts are "Ooh yeah!" So right there, it's just amazing in itself. And then just doing just tomfoolery with the shouts as well, like the cheese shout. Just you shout, and a whole bunch of cheese shows up.
And stop.
Oh yeah, brother. I used to be an adventurer just like you until I took the arrow to a knee.
Who's roll die, brother?
Yeah, I can see you say that. Lucifer, brother. Oh boy, if I wasn't gonna do it, Bryce was gonna do it. Oh yeah, that knee is hurting.
Nope, bored.
Damn it! Gonna get some tag team action right here and bite to a Slim Jim. All right, Miss, stop me.
Snap into a no. I got one. Snap into a soul jam.
Eat me.
The jokes write themselves.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah.
Put Macho Man in every game. Seriously.
Honestly, I probably would play any game with him in it.
Yeah. Surprising, is there a game with besides wrestling?
Put him in The Last of Us.
Make him Ellie.
Yes, please.
I'm gonna be a dad. Yeah.
I'm gonna be a dad. Oh yeah.
Oh god. No fucking way, Joel. Holy shit. Oh god. Yep, it will work. Like a proto man. Hey, Mega Man, how's it going?
Anyways, there's 5 minutes on the clock.
Where's it? All right.
Told you to stop.
Has it started yet?
Did we lose Mac?
No, I'm right here.
No.
Right, I'm right here.
Did you check out?
Oh shit.
Yeah, Matt, no. We hear you.
Couldn't stop. Once the Randy.
I'm right here, damn it.
It's me, Bubsy.
Anyways, 5 minutes on the clock. Are you guys ready?
Indeed.
Go.
All right. So here's my thing. Skyrim, yeah, great game. I wouldn't really call it a sandbox game. Just I don't know. At least without
go anywhere, do anything.
mods.
How is that not sandboxy?
That's open world, but sandbox gives you more creativity with the world, where you can actually alter the terrain or create new things. Skyrim's more narrative focused, where it's built around quests and factions. But I mean, while you can ignore them in the game world, but the game world is structured to funnel you into the narrative, and that takes you. And then it's just you got this large map, but you can't, like I said, reshape things. You can't build structures freely. You can't generate infinite new worlds like you can in Minecraft. Yes, there's a lot to do, but with a sandbox game gives you that unrestricted creativity, where you can just create whatever you want.
You got to have the focus to just be able to just slap on materials consistently, and then just put them in. Whatever
Skyrim's world doesn't evolve. It doesn't evolve. The world, the NPCs follow routines, but cities don't change. You know what I mean? Like the land doesn't change. Whereas in Minecraft, you can make it whatever kind of biome you want, whatever world terrain you want, different creature. I mean, you have the choice in the creative mode. And
you have your choice between a pink box and a green box. I get it.
And I think with Skyrim's sandboxiness, it relies a lot more on the mods, whereas Minecraft in its own, without any mods, it's a sandbox game without any mods. At its core, it just, with story mode, survival mode, creative mode, you're a full sandbox. You can alter the terrain, you can build house, you can craft all these different items, and that's without mods. What can you do with it? Skyrim,
what can you do in your House of Dirt?
Whereas Skyrim, you are, without the mods, you're still restricted
to putting hundreds of hours of gameplay into the game without the mods.
Yeah.
How is it not
more
sandbox?
of an open world RPG.
Hours into a game, sans mods. How is that not even? That is.
There's a lot to do. There's a lot of missions. There's a lot to do. But like I said, I mean, it's very narrative focused. Skyrim. It drives you in, tries to push you down a certain path.
It doesn't try to push you down a certain path. It gives you 80,000 fucking paths that you want to go.
Minecraft, you spawn in survival mode. You just got to figure it out. It doesn't tell you shit. You just got to start experimenting, building shit, trying to survive, and seeing what happens.
Right. Yeah. That. Sure. You just start out with a box of scraps, Tony Stark style.
Yeah, I mean, it just says survive or whatever, build a shelter.
All
But
right. Cool.
I mean,
And
Minecraft is,
where's the story in that?
that's what I'm saying. That's more of a sandbox game. Sandbox games generally
So sandboxes are
aren't
boring.
narrative. They're not narrative driven. They're more of just a creative outlet where you can just do whatever you want, use the tools they give you to
And you
create or
and,
build what
and
you
by
want.
and by discounting the mods, you're taking away a large chunk of the love for Skyrim. It's like, well, we're doing mods. Well, okay, oh, well, if you didn't have the community for Minecraft, you wouldn't know the fuck you were doing.
I'm
You
saying
wouldn't.
without mods, Minecraft is a sandbox game at its core versus Skyrim. With mods,
Without
Minecraft becomes a million times more of a sandbox game than Skyrim does.
you're just in a boring 8-bit pixelated area, just trying to figure out what stuff is going to happen. Sure, you might come across something cool, but otherwise you're just digging down and eventually until
I
you
mean,
hit
it can't
lava
be
or a
that boring
creeper.
that so many people are still playing this game because it's creating new, fresh material every day
Right.
because of
Once you get into it,
the
and
huge community behind it.
once you find people, once you start looking into the community, if it weren't for the community, Minecraft would be nothing.
There
You
wouldn't be a
have
Minecraft community without Minecraft. Without Minecraft being a success, there wouldn't be a huge community around it.
right
So I mean, they're both
chicken and the egg scenario here.
no, but
Skyrim, you don't have to
we
worry
know
about
that
that. You
Minecraft
just
came
have a
first.
fucking
We
game
know
to
that
play
Minecraft came before the
when it comes to
community.
Skyrim.
The Skyrim mods, they're fun. You get a little
And
comic
stop.
relief with.
All right. Anybody got a question?
I do not.
Scott, you got something?
No, nothing. Nothing's
Okay.
coming to mind.
So so what is the best? So sandbox, you're always creating something. What would you say is the like? I want to play both of your games. Sell me your best sandboxy part of your game. Is that a terrible question, guys?
Tell you the best aspect of the sandbox.
Yeah, the
Is
best
that you said
Xbox
someone?
the sandbox, the sandbox of your game. That what makes me like want to play your sandbox. Tell me what makes me want to get in your
Gotcha.
sandbox. Did I word that wrong? Please tell me that I worded that right.
No, that's fine.
Yeah, you worded it right. It sounds kind of weird.
I know that sounds weird. I know. You're gonna clip that, aren't you?
I am not.
All right. I think it was Bryce first. It really doesn't matter, but yeah, Bryce, whoever wanted to go first.
It's Bryce first.
It is Bryce. Well, he went first the last time. He went first last
He
time.
did, but he wasn't supposed to. But
Yeah.
technically, he went first this time.
Yeah, so yeah. Bryce, you're first.
The thing that would bring you into Minecraft, is the endless creativity with it. The different world sizes, the different terrains types, biomes, everything that the variety of worlds and things that you can create. But also having the co-op aspect or the multiplayer aspect is a huge part of it. Being able to build and create with a few friends, is a lot of fun, and try to survive or just go into creative mode. But just the biomes or the diversity of areas and sizes, but also the co-op aspect, I think is something that Skyrim doesn't have. So I would have to say, the co-op and multiplayer aspect of it is what would bring you in a little more. while not necessary, it adds another layer to the gameplay.
John, brother, tell me, why should I play your sandbox?
In Skyrim, you can create a character however you want them to appear. Male, female, any of the number of species in the world. You can build any sort of like armor that you want for it. Make them look how you want your hero to feel. You create your character further by building your skills, stealth skills, smithing skills, uh, archery, magic, and all sorts of magic there. So you're building the character, you're building the experience how you want it to be, and you're exploring the whole of Skyrim with a system that's giving you uh, numerous quests. It's always finding new quests for you to accomplish, and you're building your character. You're thinking up your scenarios. You're coming up with your own solutions of how you want to solve this tale. And once you complete one of these quests, it gives you that sense of accomplishment, like I did it my way, just like Frank Sinatra said.
That's what I wanted! The first fucking time I asked this question! Alright. Missed. Facts.
All right, so let's knock some stuff out here because this is a big one,
Yeah.
especially coming off the last time.
Last time we did this.
Okay.
Way
so,
better.
Check this out. Yes, Skyrim is considered a sandbox game. Or is widely considered an open world RPG sandbox, or with strong sandbox elements. Sorry.
Right.
So it is technically considered a sandbox game. The
Right.
thing is it considered a quote unquote pure sandbox game? No.
Yeah.
But it is considered one versus the other one. The other time we asked this question.
Yeah.
Where it
Versus
was
the other
clearly
one
not.
time we asked this question. Yeah.
And it is because of what Bryce brought up, but it is also negated by what John argued about what Bryce brought up, and that is the narrative aspect.
Fair.
So, it is not considered a pure one because it does have a stronger narrative aspect, but you don't actually have to play that narrative aspect.
Yeah.
And it's honestly the same with Minecraft, where there is a story there, but you don't have to play it. So let's start there. Both of these games are considered sandbox. As of 2025, Minecraft remains the best-selling video game of all time, having surpassed 350 million copies sold across all platforms. And Skyrim has sold over 60 million copies worldwide. So, one is the best-selling game of all time, while the other one is considered one of the best-selling games of all time. So, I mean, you kind of got a lot of toe-to-toe here with these two options.
Yeah.
But only one has a movie with Jack Black.
That is true.
That could go either way in terms of
It's never too late. There might be a Skyrim with Jack Black.
That's true. It could happen.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh
doubt
God,
that.
with his dragon shouts. Oh my God.
That would be cool, actually.
Everything else pretty much checks out with everything that they have said, but those two things are pretty much the major things. Is Skyrim considered sandbox? Absolutely. It's just not a pure one simply because it has a stronger narrative aspect, but it is considered one.
Yeah, to the viewers, the question, we want to rephrase, we want to tell you the question. The question is best sandbox game. not best pure sandbox game. So we understand that this is not a pure sandbox, but but it's qualifies as a sandbox. I don't care. I'm just happy.
Also, I like what you said in chat. I would have also gone with Mario Maker because that was one of my answers.
Mario was the purest of purest sandbox. You would if Bryce couldn't have beaten that one. He would say, "Yeah, go ahead, narrative my ass."
I mean, there's actually a narrative in that game too.
Yeah.
Like there is a story mode in that game.
Yeah, there is a story mode, and I played it, but you're not playing it for the story mode most of the time. You're playing it to get to other people's games. Mist, who you thought won?
Okay. I love these answers because the last time we were asked this, there was a fight. And it wasn't contestant versus contestant. It was contestant versus judges.
Yes, we all were fighting them.
So.
Was I there for that? I don't remember.
Yes, you were there.
Okay, because I felt like I've had this question.
Yeah, it was him. He legit came up with the better answer.
Yeah, but he wasn't the one with the bad answer.
No, he wasn't the one that said Halo.
He had the legit answer.
Yeah, he didn't say Halo.
Halo. Oh, that's what it was. Now I remember.
Yeah.
I was thinking it was Skyrim again or
no,
something.
No, it wasn't even Halo. It was like an offshoot of Halo.
It was Halo. He literally
said
it
was like Halo 3 or something.
Yes.
Yeah, it was like Halo something else, but it was Halo.
Purely upset with that answer.
Okay, so I have played both of these games. Thing is, there's one of these games I played a bit more than the other. And if you know anything about me, I do love me a good RPG. So, John, I'm going with yours because I honestly did play Skyrim, and I didn't even know about the Macho Man Randy Savage mod. I might need to revisit that.
I know about it. I knew about it.
There was another mod. I don't know if it was a wrestler, but there was another mod where you could change the dragons too.
I saw a Nick Cage one once.
Yeah, there was a Nick Cage. There was.
Yeah, all the dragons were Nick Cage.
You could do anything. You could probably do Nick
Cage.
But
what I've always loved about Skyrim is the fact that you have so many character options. It's actually kind of overwhelming, but it's cool too.
It's alarming how much you can do.
And also, if I recall, if you are certain things, you cannot have certain abilities, right? Like if you're like a lizard dude, there's certain abilities you can't have as that character, right?
I think they changed that from it used to be that way in like Oblivion and Morrowind, but I think in Skyrim they made it.
I thought Morrowind
you could level up any skill that you wanted.
Yeah, okay. That was an aspect I liked too. Was that not everything was open to everything, which does change the experience.
No, I thought
not every character played the same.
Yeah, I thought Morrowind you could do that. But then again, it might be Elder Scrolls.
You get certain boosts to skills based on your race and sign and all that, but if you use any skill, then you'll level it up over time.
But it's been so long since I played this game, but I do remember playing the crap out of it.
Yeah, I played the crap out of it.
So I'm going with John.
Yeah. Scott.
Yeah, I also have only played Skyrim really. I've tried Minecraft, but I haven't really, explored much in it. Versus Skyrim, which in my senior year in high school, I played that for probably 3 months straight with nothing else.
I still have my strategy guide.
And I wasn't even doing the story. I was just messing around in the world, just doing stuff, exploring. So as far as sandbox games goes, it is something that you can explore and do different things in, and there is a lot of different creative aspects that you have, especially with the characters and like we were saying. So yeah, I'm going with John.
All right.
I think I was 40 hours into the game once and just why can't I do dragon shouts yet? I had to look through a giant list oh shit, I gotta go here. Gotta go up this goddamn mountain.
For shits and giggles, so here's the thing about Minecraft. My issue with Minecraft, while I do agree is a sandbox game, the issue I have with their game is the fact that you have to have that second person right beside you to play their game, because it's a little bit more difficult because their map is so fucked sometimes, and you might have somebody who just has a terrible map and you don't know what the fuck you're doing and you need them to hold your hand. It really doesn't allow you to explore it, because you're talking about, I don't need a narrative. Well, when you're playing somebody else's map, you need a narrative, because you could get lost in that motherfucker, and you got literally green guys coming at you, exploding in front of you, and they're gonna piss you off, and it's more annoying than that. However, I also play Skyrim. I play Skyrim a lot. There is so much you can do. I remember playing Skyrim, and I literally, no lie, I literally I remember writing a whole script for it. I had a show where I was literally making a whole script for Skyrim, and I was voice acting each character, trying to make my own story in Skyrim. That's the definition of a sandbox. You can literally make your own film with Skyrim. Like, yeah, what you doing? I'm doing good. Yeah, I'm gonna push out this mountain now. You can do stuff like that. It's fun. Doing stuff like that in Skyrim is hilarious. Now, you can do that probably in Minecraft, but I just have so many memories with Skyrim that I could do with. I'm with you. I'm with you guys. I'm on. John, you get the point to me. So it's tied.
Minecraft's still an incredible game.
Yeah, it is an incredible game. I ain't
mean,
gonna lie.
Okay, objectively speaking, no matter what our opinion is, it's the definition of the sandbox game genre.
Yeah.
Did you say that they built neurons?
They built one neuron.
One neuron.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yep. They actually built Sonic in the game.
I'm more impressed by the neuron.
The neuron.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought that's just like the deal breaker. Maybe I should have pressed that more.
Yeah.
If
I'm
we can
not
get
gonna
50 million
lie.
copies of Minecraft running at the same time.
Right. If we ask the question best pure sandbox game, which is probably I'm gonna do next time.
It wouldn't matter if you say pure or not, because there's only. Go ahead.
If the question was best brain simulator, then maybe.
Yeah,
but if you put 1,000 creepers in 1,000 Minecraft simulators with 1,000 typewriters, they'll eventually blow up the works of Shakespeare.
Then again, I would say Typing of the Dead is best brain teaser. Fuck you guys, that game's awesome. Anyway, question 3.
Okay, before we go to question 3, we really might need to reward it, because technically this one has a correct answer.
All right.
True, very true. But
it's one of those. It's kind of like no matter what the other person argues, there is a correct answer as of now.
I've already
come up for the next question or this.
I've been thinking about that.
Okay, so you're good with how it's worded. Okay,
I am fine.
All right.
Just trying to make it fair for everybody, because again,
there
there is an answer to this one.
Oh yeah, you're talking about question 3.
Let's give another point to Mist. All right, so Mist, you got 2 points.
All right.
Yay!
All right, question 3. I'll read this one. So guys, 2025 is about to be the end. Right, you see the end of 2025. So we want to know. We have one question for you. What is the best game of 2025?
And if anybody in the comments says, "Well, duh, blah 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 blah," shut up. No.
Well, I'm gonna shut up.
These were all picked before.
Yes, this was actually.
This
question was written before the Game Awards.
Yeah, before the Game Awards. Yeah, we're not counting that bullshit. Those guys sometimes can be wrong.
Which both were nominees, so.
Yes. Yeah. All right, so question. So, John, what is your answer?
Grand Theft Auto 5, but for 2025.
I mean, that's a good answer.
Runner up though, Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Donkey Kong Bonanza. All right, there you go. Bryce?
How has that not been a name of a Donkey Kong game before this?
I know,
I
right?
thought that too when it came out. Like, it took us how many decades to get
That's
to this?
crazy.
It's
They're
weird. It
too
is
busy
weird.
focused
It
on
is
Donkey
strange.
Kong
You're
Country.
right. You're right. It is strange.
There's just some guy in like a boardroom who's like,
I got it!
how have we
Bonanza.
never done this? What
You
the
shut your mouth.
Guys, I got the greatest idea.
Donkey Kong
No,
Country
he was that one guy
Tropical
who had this
Freeze.
idea like 30 years ago, and he's like, I'm just gonna throw this out here again because you guys have had me as the janitor for 30 years.
Yeah.
I wonder if they eat a lot of bananas in that studio while they're
Well,
developing.
the problem is
That's how they get
somebody
their
made a
ideas.
CGI cartoon where the catchphrase was "Banana Slamma," and that just got them away from the.
I
word
would have
for a
loved
while.
Banana Split, but Bonanza is really cool.
Okay.
So yeah, Bryce has
My
to
answer will be Claire Obscure Expedition 33.
Please help me.
Have you not
Ah,
finished
the
it?
French.
You need help?
That's all I know about this game.
Ah,
Hey, you
should
know,
learn-
you know,
you should learn
you
more,
know
it's
a little
great.
bit more because From was playing this. You know a little bit more than that.
ah,
Yeah,
the French. Wait. You're
You
telling
like
me
a good RPG.
Orson Welles is in this game or something?
All right, there's 3 minutes on the clock.
Damn it, that's a good joke. Fuck you.
We're starting with John. Yes.
Yeah,
we're starting with
John.
Show me your banana. Go.
No, oh, whoa, hold on! I didn't know that was that kind of show. Jesus Christ! Okay, all right. So, Donkey Kong Bonanza. DK is back, baby, and he's better than ever. Did you like Super Mario Odyssey with the hat? Well, guess what? We've done that too with Donkey Kong Bonanza, but there's no hat. It's just Donkey Kong and a little kid, Pauline. They are going through several different levels, several big, colorful levels, and you're just smashing the ever-loving shit out of the environment like it owed you money. And it does give you money. It gives you a ass load of gold. You use that gold to buy little potions, power-ups. You're finding coins that you can put towards different costumes that give you different abilities. As you're going through the game too, you're getting different bonanza rushes. Inspired by the elders of the island. You have the Kong one, the bird, the snake. The zebra, just to name a few of them, and they all are giving you different powers, different ways different abilities you need to get through these levels. Whether it's being able to bomb areas, run over very thin parts. Either way, it's all part of the game, just giving you new abilities to get further and further as you're trying to go down and trying to get the big ass banana. You're fighting against the Void Coat industry, and you're fighting against those, and that's why I really love the game. It's so bright and colorful. There's a lot of fun bosses too. You fight some of the henchmen, but then you're fighting some bigger creations too. Fighting big rock monsters, fighting giant ass worms. You're riding through the cart, and honestly, Donkey Kong Bonanza, it's a great blend of new Donkey Kong with some familiar games that you've played before, whether it's Super Mario Odyssey, some of the nostalgia of the Donkey Kong Country series, because they're all showing up there too, and it's just a fun ride from start to end. And after you beat it, then you can do more with it too. You got boss fights, you got just big old gauntlets that you have to go through, and it's going to keep you playing for hours and hours on end. Banana Slammer.
25 seconds.
And I would just like to say that the views exhibited in the CGI cartoon of Donkey Kong do not necessarily represent the views of Nintendo at this time.
Thanks for that.
They've gotten better. Forgive them and play this game.
The hell was he saying?
I'm saying I did not like the cartoon.
Fair. Sometimes the cartoons suck. Look at the Super Mario Brothers Mario Super Show.
Wait, you mean
You
the
shut your poor mouth, Mac.
you mean the Donkey Kong? Was it Crystal Coconut? something.
Oh, that's all. That show sucked.
I liked it.
That show sucked.
I mean, it was corny as crap, but I liked that show.
That show gave me nightmares.
What was that show called? I don't think it was called Donkey Kong and the Crystal
Donkey
Cookie.
Kong, Donkey Kong CGI Scarefest. I don't know. Anyway, fuck Sonic AM. Let's go.
Bryce, are you ready?
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
not sure if I should say this. Show me your tongue. Go.
Oh, tongue ring. All right. So Claire Obscura Expedition 33. Why was this the best game of 2025? Well, there's a lot of reasons. Um, other than it actually winning awards and all that, I won't name them off, but I'll tell you why they, what I felt like when I played through it. Um, the the game is such a surprise. It kind of came out of nowhere, as far as hype around it and all this. And the thing that drew me in initially was the unique art style, just the aesthetics of everything. Um, but then after seeing it, then I hear the music that kind of matches the aesthetic of it. Everything in this game blends so well together. Um, those first two things draw me in huge. The aesthetic and the music were huge in this game. Just a lot of talent all around on both ends. But then you go deeper into the story. The story is broken up into large acts, and it always keeps you surprised. There's always lots of twists and turns, and a lot of mystery. Everything kind of gets peeled back in layers, and you just kind of understand more and more as you go through it. Um, and then the characters, the acting, the voice acting, the character models, everything, the CGI and everything, it was just like top notch on everything they did all around. And just a great role-playing game all around. The entire way of the combat system, it's a turn-based, but it incorporates a lot of those things where you have certain button presses at certain times for counters or extra hits. But it has a lot of flexibility, and with the point structure and skill structure, how you can learn abilities and then spend points to have them permanently, and then pass the abilities, the lumines, to other teammates. You get a decent size amount of players to rotate into your 3-player squad, um, with all sorts of different stories behind each one of them that give you benefits if you complete each character's side story, similar to like Mass Effect or Dragon Age. Um, but the depth of the story, the depth of the music and the artwork and the acting, everything together just really made this game stand out to me. The combat, everything was really, it felt familiar and nostalgic, but also very fresh and new at the same time. Um, and it was done by an independent development team. I mean, so it was a real big surprise. I think this game, well, is it might
My
even
bad.
be
I was
better
saying
than
stop and didn't realize I was muted.
it might even be better than the next game's game of the year.
Shut up. Uh, disregard everything he said at that.
Disregard that last sentence.
Okay, disregard everything he said right there. Joey. Anyway, Mrs. collecting her time.
I'm ready.
Damn. Okay, well, fine then. Fuck me. All right. I'm gonna shut up. Tell me when to go.
Go.
All right, before we get started, Bryce, I just got to ask one thing. How's your bursitis?
Bryce-itis?
Well,
I
your
mean, I was born that
bursitis.
way.
Your bursitis, because you're just reaching for such low-hanging fruits that I figured there must be something wrong with your elbow.
That's funny that you say low-hanging fruit, because that's exactly what Donkey Kong Bonanza is doing. I don't even know how they ended up in the game of the year conversation. I mean, it's just, I mean, what?
Because it's easy to pick up, play. It's fun. Like
Yeah,
you
but
don't
that's not
have to
what
worry
people want in
about
game of the year.
learning
Look
too
at the
much
past
about the
game of the years.
abilities there. You
Look at
just
the
pick
past
up, you
game of
play,
the
you
years.
smash.
Baldur's Gate 3. I mean, what, Elden Ring? Like those are that's the kind of depth people are looking for when they're talking about the best game of the year.
They're not always,
The depth of gameplay, storytelling, artwork,
and yet
level
somehow Donkey
design.
Kong got in the talks with that. You
And
know the
that's
only
just
reason
because
that they
they didn't
won
want to leave Nintendo
it,
out of the conversation. It was a
it
pity
was a
vote.
pity win for the French. Okay,
Nah, I don't think so. Not at all. That I mean, if you haven't played, I mean, this game is definitely uh
oh believe
unlike.
me,
I mean, it
it is
has
on my
similarities, but
list.
it
I
is a
love
huge game.
RPGs. It is on my list, but I have such a big stack of RPGs that
Yeah, yeah, of
there is
course.
nothing that makes that's put it the top like I gotta play
Yeah,
this when I got like like five or six
and
other
I
RPGs that
was
I
the
got to
same
put
way
100
with
hours
this game. It
into.
took me a while to get to it, and everybody was saying, "Man, you gotta play it. You gotta play it. You gotta play it." So I finally fired it up, and I couldn't put it down.
Yeah, you got it.
For
Well, I mean, you don't want to put
obviously
you
100
never want
plus
to put a
hours.
game down unless you just absolutely hate it. You want to play to its finality.
I mean, it
Me,
took,
yeah, meanwhile, like
but it
Donkey
took
Kong,
over every game in my
I picked that
rotation.
up.
Yeah,
I wanted to play that right away.
I mean, this game has got the whole package. I mean, it's
You
more
know what
than
it
just a
doesn't
video
have?
game. It's
You
an
know what it
actual
doesn't
like
have?
cultural impact is what it
Correct. It
has.
doesn't
That's
have any
what
cultural impact.
Donkey Kong does not have.
It doesn't need cultural impact. It just needs to be a fun game
Yeah,
that you can
if you
play
want
with
to
your
be
kids.
a good game, but if you want to be the best game, then you need some kind of cultural impact or other things along with it that it's been missing. Yeah, Donkey Kong's probably got some fun music.
Games
It's a
don't
niche
need to send a
appeal. It's a
message
niche
to
appeal,
be
has a loyal
amazing.
fan
Games
base. It's
just
only
need to be
available on Nintendo,
fun and
where
playable. They need to be
Claire Obscura is
accessible.
available on everything but Nintendo. I mean, there's just a bigger appeal. More people have access to it. More people want to play it. More people have played it and loved it. Um, I mean, it was.
But it still took you a while to get to it. It wasn't on your like I got to play this right now. It's like I eventually got around to it.
Yeah, well, yeah, but if I had known sooner or had played it sooner, it would have been, right there. But there's a lot, like we all have Elden Rings and whatnot that we're already in the middle of, and I'm the kind of player where I don't like to start a new game when I haven't finished another one.
Exactly.
So I'll have a few in rotation of different genres, but so it was like, all right, once I finished what I was playing in the RPG lane, I was like, all right, let me fire this up. And I was like, man, this is great. I mean, this is as soon as I played it, like, and as it kept going and all the layers peeled back and the story and everything, I was like, man, this is the best game of the year that I've ever played for sure. And probably one of the better games I've played in a few years as well. I mean,
You know what Claire Obscure doesn't have? The DK rep.
Nintendo Switch
The DK rep
playability.
doesn't have the DK rep. Honestly, I am
It's
offended
got
that they
way better
overlooked
music.
that. Just having that nostalgic music should have just put Donkey Kong up to the top. And instead Donkey Kong's like,
Just
you
for
know what?
shits and giggles, let's go through Claire
We'll let the
Obscure's
Frenchies have this one.
9 wins at the Game Awards.
But
They
it's
won Game of the Year over Silk Song, Death Stranding, Hades 2. I mean, the narrative, combat, music,
God, found those balls a little
sales. I mean,
more, will you?
I'm just,
Jesus.
I'm just, I'm making my argument. That's my I have to fondle these balls. I'd rather fondle these obscure balls than that banana.
Oh, you'll love the banana once you start playing around with
Look,
it.
this game just has it all for me. It's the RPG of the year and the game of the year. I mean, it's like I said, the art style, the music, the layer, like people, that are winning best performance acting wise and CGI, motion capture. There was 3 people
And
nominated
stop.
on Clarkster.
Anybody got a question? Anybody?
So both of you are claiming that this is your game of the year choice. What is the one aspect that makes a game of the year to you?
There we go. Good one.
John first?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Only one aspect though.
Or just one aspect. The fun factor. Simply put, the fun factor, the joy of just being Donkey Kong, running around, just being a goddamn monkey of chaos.
So a monkey.
I mean, it's still Donkey Kong.
Yeah, it's fair. Fair. Sorry, I wanted to be Frieza for some odd reason.
Bryce?
My turn. All right. For Clair Obscur, I would say the narrative. And when I say narrative, not only how it's written, but how it's delivered by the actors. Just all the layers of mystery and betrayal and twists and turns and the timing of the revelations of things, information throughout the narrative. But the narrative overall, the pacing of it, was all just very well thought out, very smart, and was very deep and emotional. But yeah, the narrative would be my top feature.
All right, facts.
Okay, where's my notes? There's my notes. I found this actually pretty interesting. So I was looking at scores because they were both contenders, and even though this should not play into how we vote on this, Clair Obscur did win. Okay, but what I found interesting was, according to Open Critic, Donkey Kong is at a 99% recommended. Clair Obscur, 97%. So I thought that
take
was
those 2 points and suck it.
I did find that interesting. Like,
Was that out of 500 people that have a Switch too?
I don't work for Open Critic. I don't know. But what's also interesting is Metacritic, both of the games are actually relatively the same, at like 91, 92-ish out of 100. With Donkey Kong. At least on Wikipedia, the worst criticism was, I need to find it. Reviewers criticized the camera and frame rate, blah, 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 criticized the co-op mode. The bosses are too easy and are recycled, that the music is not impactful enough, and that the game has few wow sequences. Okay? For Clair Obscur, this might actually be a bigger one than those 5 that I named. GameSpot criticized the world for being mechanically uninteresting to explore. So, there you go.
Okay, but was DK Raps in Clair Obscura? Did you check that?
Do I get paid for checking that?
No.
Mac?
Look, DK rep is awesome. But anyway, Scott. Wait. The DK rap wasn't in the new Donkey Kong game, I thought. That's what Frog says.
Whenever you're resting, like at one of the houses that one of the shelters that you build, it's playing. You can play the default DK rap on the radio.
And they're finally here. Okay. Anyway, Scott, who you thought won?
Well, I haven't played either of these games. I've seen Frog play a little bit of Clair Obscura, but I mean, I was also working at the same time, so I wasn't really following what the hell was going on. It all seemed pretty cool. Very French.
Ah, the French.
Very cool, very French.
Very French. But but I just have to say I think the Donkey Kong game just sounded more appealing to me when it was being described. Just I mean maybe it's just like my base, instinct of liking Donkey Kong games, but I want to collect those bananas.
Fair.
So I'm going with John.
Uh, I really look. Okay, here's the thing. I'm gonna give you my stance, and I'm gonna go to this because I feel like it's unfair. Because, like Scott, I didn't play neither one of these games.
Okay, we're all in the same boat. I didn't play these games either.
Okay. I didn't play neither one of these games, and once again, going back on this, I don't know if I can be fair because I'm not a big RPG fan. However, I have not heard of this RPG game. And the reason why I didn't play Donkey Kong is, well, I am not paying $750 for a damn game and a damn system. So that's not gonna happen. Uh so I gotta go based on the argument. Um every year we get a different RPG. I play Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate seems fun, and you need a Switch 2 to play 1, but Clair Obscur is available on everything except Switch 2. I get that. But once again, I'm not into RPGs like that. And my RPG taste is not hard or not good. And like I said, I gotta play it, and my stance might change if I played the game. My stance would, like, if you would have said Baldur's Gate 3, I'm agreeing with you 100% because I played the game, but I haven't played the game, so I can't understand what you're going through. DK, it's fucking Donkey Kong, and it's a new Donkey Kong game, and it's very interesting and fun. Also, they give you aspects from the old Donkey Kong game. I mean, you get to play as you get to have Pauline come back, a younger Pauline, which would be interesting. So I'm it's 60-40. 60, it really is not even 60-40. It's more 49, 50-49, somewhere around there, or 69
51-49.
or no, 69 or 70. I want to go there. I have to go with John, but it's very, very close.
Wrong answer.
Well, I mean, you should have picked Split Friction. I would have picked you.
They should have put DK Rap in it. Then it would have won.
Yeah, you're definitely the one.
Yeah, you can make an opera version of DK Rap.
No. Oh, Frog is upset. You went by Frog name recognition. It's not the neck recognition. It's just that I haven't played it.
Okay, Frog, because I didn't say my answer, even though it doesn't really matter here.
That's the reason I wanted to
say
go to
mine,
you.
since you brought that up. Okay, I have seen footage of both of these games, and I love a good RPG. I literally just said this the last question. I also like one of my favorite Donkey Kong games is actually Donkey Kong not Donkey Kong. It's Donkey Kong 64. Love that game. Mad I couldn't finish it because I got locked out of the ending. Didn't know that until 15 years later. But that's beside the point. And I will admit, the design of Donkey Kong, this version of Donkey Kong, I cannot stand. I think it is horrible looking. I do not like it. And I do think Clair Obscur is very beautifully put together. However, from what I've seen of Frog play gameplay of it, I can't agree that the environments are just kind of, and when you're talking about an RPG, that's one of the last things you want for something that you need to be engrossed in. You need to be engrossed in this world. I mean, RPG is literally a role-playing game, as in you are supposed to be in this universe too. And I'm not basing this on name recognition whatsoever. But I'm going to go with Donkey Kong simply because it looks visually appealing. And fine, Frog, but even the part that I saw, which was a good amount of time, it didn't look like anything different. And yeah, you even admit you got burnt out fairly quickly playing a game that's the game of the year. That's something else you don't want to market to your people. That I got burnt out on a game that should have been the best game ever.
Yeah.
So I'm going with Donkey Kong purely on what I saw.
Right.
But do I agree that it had a good narrative? It actually has a very, Clair Obscur has a very interesting narrative, which makes me want to play it because of what the implications are in that game. I would take that over Donkey Kong, but visually speaking, holy crap, it is just brown.
Right.
It's brown and foggy. I live in a state that's brown and foggy. I can look out my window and get the same experience.
Wow, that sucks. Bryce, I'm gonna be honest, you could have picked Split Friction, and I probably would have picked you. I think that's a great game of 2025. It's fun. That is fun. It's co-op. It's simple.
Was there any Mega Man re-releases this year? I should have picked one of those.
No, you wouldn't have won. You definitely wouldn't have won. I would have said, if you would have said, hey, I'm going to pick Mega Man Battle Network Collection, I would have been like, nope. Hate Battle Network. But however, you would have picked Split Friction, I would have gave you the win because I played Split Friction.
Also, Frog, I get that there was a lot of burnout going on with you, but the fact that you played a game that didn't get you out of that burnout is also another hit at the game.
Yeah.
I will say 100% Clair Obscur is on my list.
I haven't played it yet. I haven't played it now.
Exactly. That's the only reason I didn't pick that. I played Donkey Kong, and I was like, Clair Obscur, that looks so beautiful, and my friends just won't shut the fuck up about it. But
to be fair, I haven't played neither of these, but I haven't heard of Clair Obscur, and now I want to see some gameplay and want to actually play it. So, Bryce,
as you progress, the world starts to develop more too. So if you're seeing you're saying areas that look like they're not very detailed or colorful or whatever.
Okay,
the game progresses as you.
Yeah.
The world changes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right. Even when you're in the initial marketplace area, it looks like France. It really does.
Don't get me
But
wrong.
once you're in the game, it's like, wow, this is monotone.
Don't get me wrong. Bryce, you put me on. I'm now interested in trying this game, giving this game a chance. I'm willing to give this game a chance. I never heard of this game until now. So until
Max, how did you not hear about this game?
Look, I didn't even know about Baldur's Gate 3 either. So.
That's what I was saying. Well, you didn't know about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say it kind of snuck up though. I didn't know anything about it until the day it came out. Everybody's like, "Oh, this game's great. This game's great." But going
I remember
up
seeing
to
the
it,
trailers.
Yeah. Like you're probably wondering why I didn't hear about this game. I understand. Look, guys, I don't just play Mega Man games, but I just don't. RPGs are not my jam, and it has to hit hard for me to go buy it. So it gotta hit hard. When RPGs if I'm going to get an RPG, that RPG better slap because that's me. I'm very nitpicky with RPGs. I just don't pick up any RPG. It gotta be very very good. So yeah. That's me. So like when you told me about Baldur's Gate 3, Franny literally had to like bet me and dare me. Like we had to literally make a dare into each other to make me play it. So and yeah, I know I don't regret it, but I have not played Claire Skirt. I now want to.
So what you're saying is, if we dare you to play Bubsy,
no, that will not happen. You can't dare me to play. I need
Big Bubsy.
I'm like Hades in this situation. A soul for a soul for a soul. Something had to be given up for me to play that game.
that's the point of a dare.
Yeah.
If we dare you
No,
to play
no.
Bubsy,
In this situation, there must be a soul, a sacrifice. Something must be
Matt,
sacrificed.
listen to what I'm saying. That's part of the dare. As in, if I dare you, you could also throw it back onto me.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely doing that. So.
Okay, I dare you to play Bubsy.
No.
Next question.
Yeah, that's exactly right. My answer is no. All right, so Scott, this is for you because you've been complaining about this the whole fucking time.
Listen to how he appreciates your culture.
Yeah, say it with a little more disdain. It's not like we're in the middle of Hanukkah.
In honor of Hanukkah tonight. Well, I don't know what day it is. In honor of Hanukkah, we want you to pitch a Hanukkah game. So, grab your dreidel.
Pitch a Hanukkah game,
Pitch
right?
a
Not
Hanukkah
pick
game.
one.
Yes.
Okay, I was
Grab-
like, was I
so
supposed
grab-
to
so
pick one that
guys,
already
grab-
exists?
Make sure you grab
Is there one that already exists?
No, I don't think
Probably.
it is. Probably.
I mean, there's a Jesus
Scott?
game.
Scott, you know, right? That's part of your culture.
You all
There's a
would know
game
better
called
than me.
I Am Jesus.
You're a real gamer,
Literal
I'm not.
Jesus simulator.
No, well,
Jesus simulator. That's not.
Yes.
I mean, that's not Hanukkah.
I know, but I'm saying if they've got that, then there might be some kind of
Yeah,
other religious game.
like you have to keep the oil going for 8 days. Not to get ahead of this question. Sorry.
No,
Yeah,
don't do
you
it.
are. Yeah, I don't have a pick for this because this is a pitch round. But here we are, people. So
Here we are.
We finally made it.
Here you are, Scott, front
the
and
middle
center.
of
This is
Hanukkah.
all
Only
you,
got-
buddy.
And I wasn't even supposed to be on this episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're celebrating Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Fucking holidays,
That's what
you
we
have a day
thought
off.
you were doing, buddy. Dreidel,
It's the
dreidel.
5th night, by the way, man.
Fifth
Nice.
night. So
Yeah.
honor the fifth night of
The fifth.
the
Plead
fifth
the fifth.
night of
Plead the
Hanukkah,
fifth.
where this might be a gift. This might be a gift. I don't know.
All right.
Scott,
We'll
Who's
find
going
out.
first?
could this be a gift?
We'll find out.
We'll find out.
Fine. Look, flip.
Will this be? Hold on. Will this be the best night to give a gift, Scott, or no? Like give a gift like this, or
You give a gift every night.
Yeah.
I know,
That's
but
the
would this be
tradition.
the best night to give this gift out? If this is a good
It doesn't matter. There's 8 days of gifts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all the same.
Right.
A night's a night.
You just get a new pair of socks every night for a week.
Hey,
That's right.
look, I ain't gonna lie to you. That shit
That'd be great,
slaps.
right?
You give me a pair of socks, I'll hug your ass.
Yeah, I'm wearing them.
It's-
Putting them on right now.
You get some socks,
You damn right.
Anything.
some
Yeah,
earmuffs
right now.
that you never wear.
Look,
Well,
keep
as
your,
Northerners, yes, we would.
yeah, exactly. Like, man, you don't know how, man.
Matt, you don't know what your
hard
moms
out
are.
here, huh?
Your part of the country doesn't know that.
Socks is no, I know about earmuffs. Socks is a premium down here.
Ah.
Just saying. All right, so last time we started off with Johnny Boy. This time we're gonna start with Bryce. Bryce, what is your answer?
I'm just doing a brief thing, not the full pitch.
Yeah, I just need your title.
Okay, it's called Maccabees Light of Resistance.
Nice.
Action roguelike puzzle adventure.
All right.
I feel like Mac and I are gonna take a backseat at this one.
Yeah, Scott is he is front center at the daggone screen
He
on this one.
gets 2 votes.
He is like really like go on.
I get 8
Honestly,
votes.
He'll be the
Here-
fact checker.
here's our gift to you.
Yeah,
Take the
you got
question.
this, Scott. You definitely got this. Yeah, Franny would have been like, "Oh, I'm so glad Scott's doing this." She's probably in the chat. Johnny boy.
I simply like to call my game Feast of Fights.
Feast of Fights. All right. I'm picturing like a Hanukkah fighting game. All right, let's see.
I can't wait to hear this bullshit. Okay, so we're treating this like a pitch round, so you don't go against each other. 5 minutes for each of you. Miss, you got that?
Uh-huh.
All right, Bryce, you're first. Tell us your pitch.
Yes.
Jewish
Okay.
word for go. Go.
Haha. Maccabees Light of Resistance. Like I said, action roguelite puzzle adventure game. It's going to be like a 2.5D hand painted textures. Think like Hades meets Tunic. Heroic, mystical, touch of humor. We're going with so the gameplay is going to play as your man Judah Maccabee or other unlockable siblings through progress. It's going to be in a procedurally generated temple. Each level is going to represent one of 8 nights of Hanukkah with increasing difficulty, new mechanics introduced nightly. You'll go through collecting oil shards to keep your menorah lit. If the flame goes out, you lose your run. Combat's, it's going to be fast-paced, top-down action. Menorah staff that switches between melee and ranged modes. Little flame whip, oil bomb. Lots of puzzle rooms, solve light-based puzzles using your flames to unlock ancient relics and secret chambers that also provide lore into the history of the holiday. Bosses, you're going to face off against some type of Greco-Syrian generals, corrupted spirits, mythic beasts guarding the temple. Probably even some Nazis in there. Everybody likes killing Nazis. And it's, as far as narrative goes, it's going to retell the story of the Maccabean revolt through a mythic lens, blending historical beats with magical realism. Between runs, you return to your village hub where you interact with your family, light the menorah, cook and craft traditional foods to take with you on your run, and upgrade your gear, of course. Each night that you light a new candle, you unlock new abilities and reveal more of the story. Your typical kind of fun game like that, roguelite style. You got the unique features. We're going to go into some dynamic menorah system where your power grows with each candle lit, but your enemies grow stronger too. So your combat's going to scale with you. You got the miracle mode, which will give you a rare power up that grants you divine intervention. You can summon some kind of celestial dreidel to wreak havoc. Maybe spin the dreidel for initiative. And then we got the cultural integration where we have Hebrew phrases, traditional music, an unlockable lore that teaches real Hanukkah history, like I mentioned. And then we can go into multiplayer and co-op where you can have, other players with you to, face the harder levels. And then seasonal events, of course. What would a game be these days without seasonal events and new content? So we'd include some kind of maybe dreidel battle royale, Sufganiyot, speed baking, Festival of Lights, tower defense, all kinds of fun ideas. But yeah, this game would tell a tale of historical accuracy, but also um, introducing it in a fun new way that can kind of educate people about the holiday, because not a lot of people like Mac and don't know when it is or what it is. So this might be a helpful game for a lot of people that maybe don't know a lot about uh, the Jewish culture or Hanukkah, and maybe kind of help bridge some gaps there. So I'm hoping for a little bit of cultural impact with this game as well, and that's what makes a great game.
15
Okay.
seconds.
Well, that's all it takes to spin the dreidel one more time.
And stop.
Dreidel for initiative.
I'm having a great time. I love this.
I was hoping you were loving it, and not just like, what the fuck's wrong with this dude?
Imagine if I was just like sitting here stewing and offended.
You looking up my IP address.
I knew he was. Oh yeah, like okay, I love this. Like,
I mean, Mac, that would be if one of the pictures was fried chicken brigade. I think we would both be like, "What?
what? Huh? Watermelon?
Grape drink?
He brought in the history of it, man. He hit all the beats.
But yeah,
You know, we would get the most racist pitch. Like,
yeah,
really?
like,
That's all you think we
first
are? Is
of all,
fried chicken and watermelon?
you're gonna roll. You're gonna spin the dreidel in a round of a watermelon, and that's where it starts. She's gonna clip this. Fuck. All right. She's trying to find the time and everything to do this.
No, I'm not. I'm waiting for John to go.
John.
He's waiting patiently.
John, you're next. I can't wait to hear this.
Dreidel, 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 that makes you rattle. That song is stuck in my head all day.
It's stuck in my head too.
Courtney Cox is so hot. I love her on that show.
All right, 5 minutes on the clock. Go.
All right, so the holidays are a really busy season, right? A lot of shopping, a lot of going around presents. So you want something simple, something you just sit down, play with your friends, play with your kids. Enter Festival of Fights. There's a lot of different games out there, and honestly, one that I always keep on coming back to because it's just fun is just side-scrolling beat 'em ups. Think like the Ninja Turtles, think like Scott Pilgrim, Captain America. They'll eventually come out with the Toxic Avengers game, which I'm really looking forward to. That's what I'm seeing this game as a representation or a style of that you are playing a guy who's trying to do his last minute Hanukkah shopping. He's a poor planner, and so he has to fight through several levels, fighting through various enemies to eventually get to whatever boss of the level is. And when he beats the boss, turns out all he's getting is socks. It's always socks, just socks. So many socks. My God, the socks. But you know what? Everyone's just grateful for it. They're just grateful for togetherness at the end that you thought about you thought about your family so much that you're willing to beat a bunch of Karens at the mall to get this pair of socks for your kids. And after every level, there's just a heartwarming, just a little picture of like the family together, just celebrating it. You got the menorah in the background with one extra light with all of those, and that's the general gameplay. As far as different things to add to it, kind of a similar fashion, we're just trying to get all the elements of Hanukkah into it. You have your power ups. You have your latkes, your sufganiat, that you just you collect coins during your fights. You can use those to help boost up your health, um, and chocolate coins as well. And um, as far as the dreidel is concerned, I also saw that as just kind of a randomizer that as you find it, you just get to do a quick like a little mini game of just spin the dreidel. We have the joysticks for 'em. Why can't we do that? Why can't we get a nice spin going? Whether you just do it one spin or you just twirl it around, hit the button, and then it spins, and however it lands, that's your power up for indeterminate amount of time, whether it's to the end of the level or till a certain end of a fight. You know what? Let's just have dreidels as power ups that just give you just a limited boost time. Just depending on how you get it, completely random. It may boost up your strength, defense, speed, health, what have you. Whatever happens, you're going to get that little boost at random, a little gift to you in the game. As you're going through, you can try to get a little bit of history in there, but you're playing a game. You're playing a game to have fun, maybe not necessarily to learn. But you can still get a little bit of education in there, like as you want to go through as, as you go through Egypt and persecution, and you're kind of learning that aspect of the oil and the lights. Not too much of a focus on it. Once again, we're focusing on the fun, the gameplay, the beat 'em up, and um, and as far as like other customizations go, um, you can style your fighter how you like with different yarmulkes. They're just yarmulkes you can collect left and right. They're going to be different styles. They're just going to be simple though, but just like some different styles to give yourself some different power ups, and maybe some different play out there. Like this one just looks nice, and it's it's just something you can play with the family, have some fun, beat some people up, and just appreciate the Festival of Lights for what it was never meant to be. Just pure beat 'em up violence that gives you socks.
15 seconds.
How many seconds?
15.
15 seconds. That is a lot of time. And what do I do with 15 seconds? How many seconds do I have now?
Stop.
Good.
All right.
Here's your question. It was 5.
Each one of us had to give a question. I'm gonna go ahead and start. Scott, one of these fellow people are going to be controversial because he's half of a Jew. He claims to be half Jewish. So I need you to incorporate 3 people: Mel Brooks, Adam Sandler, and Lenny Kravitz.
The fuck?
Yeah, I know. He's half Jewish. He says I'm half.
Yes.
So you can
He
do
is
something.
half Jewish.
Yeah, he is half Jewish. He claims that. Uh, I know you said the fuck, but it depends on how you put that. I'm interested.
So
in
it
how
wasn't
you,
the fuck to Lenny Kravitz particularly. It was just adding these 3 to a video game.
No, I'm adding these 3 to the video game. So, yeah.
Yeah, one of them I understand. The other 2 I have a question mark about.
I already got it.
All right.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Bryce, if I may go before you, Bryce.
So what were we doing? Adding Mel Brooks,
Lenny
Lenny
Kravitz.
Kravitz,
Adam
and
Sandler.
who?
Adam
Adam
Sandler.
Sandler.
Okay, yeah. If you want to go first, that's fine with me.
Thanks. What a mensch. All right. So, Mel Brooks, he is going to be your in-game guide. He's going to help you out throughout the game, just kind of explain the controls in the beginning, explain some of the plot. Maybe it's like if there's a twist here and there, he'll give some running commentary. As far as Adam Sandler is, he will be one of the bosses He did the cartoon. He create say what you will about that. It's still a movie. He still did it. So he can be one of the bosses. He can be Sam Andler, and he's voiced by him. You beat him, and he just does Adam Sandler like things while he fights you. As far as Lenny Kravitz is concerned, you know what? Let's just put an awesome bitchin' soundtrack in the game, done to the tunes of Lenny Kravitz.
Love it. Okay. Bryce.
Yes. Okay. So if we're adding Mel Brooks, I would like to think of him as a old wise but funny person like he is. So I would go with like a trickster sage kind of role for him. Wise but comedic, but he's there to give you hints along the way. If you get stuck in a puzzle, you can use maybe use a hint type of thing, power up or something to get hints, and he'll give you kind of witty riddle, so it's not so clear, but still just pushes you in the right direction. Um, but also, if you're maybe taking too long, you're lost in a certain area, he maybe will come over and narrate you on, where, which direction to go, but in, his own comedic kind of trickster style. Thinking of,
That's your
you know,
Schwartz.
kind of a, like a riddle that you kind of have to solve in his for the hints. With Lenny Kravitz, he would be this what would seem like an immortal rock prophet. He's ageless. He's looks young, but he's been around forever, kind of like how he is in real life now. Um, but he has these powers to kind of bless you if you find him along your way with, he'll give you a little sound wave shield with some guitar riffs, give you some kind of radiant energy, little buffs or power ups, if you find them along the way. Um, but also, by finding him, you could unlock new tracks. So this game would kind of lay heavy into good music, and you can go through the music and choose, if you want certain songs to be playing while you're on a level. And with finding Lenny Kravitz, you would be able to unlock new tracks to play while you're playing the game. Um, Adam Sandler, I like him as a villain. I think he would be the main enemy at the end, but you kind of see him pop up a lot throughout the game, but can never quite catch up to him. So you're always getting a dose of his voice and comedic resonance. His ability, he'd just be very powerful, throwing explosives. And obviously a little music in there. A lot of us know him for music, but more people know him as a comedic actor or director. But so his music role wouldn't be as big in Lenny Kravitz, but there are certain things you can get from Lenny, power-ups that would help you fight against Adam Sandler in the final battle. If you have certain musical buffs on you, you would have an easier time. um, but all of these characters, um, I'm thinking on like a new game plus, you would be able to, well, without the new game plus, you can unlock Mel Brooks or Lenny Kravitz to play as, or if you're doing a co-op, you can have a teammate play as them. Yeah, there's unlockable characters, and these would be, like I said, mentioned with like playing as, the main guy Judah or other siblings, unlockable siblings. Um, some of these people, maybe we find out later, they are that they are all siblings, and um, when Adam Sandler, being that he's a final boss, becoming an unlockable character to play as in a new game plus, I think he would be reduced to a weaker form of the boss self, so that he actually becomes a playable character and it's not so overpowered, but still him a significant edge, so that it is kind of like playing on God mode a bit. So that's how I'd add them as characters, and then ultimately unlockable playable characters.
All right, I am satisfied. Who's next?
That was it. That was both of us.
No, I mean it's
No, I was saying who's going to get the
Oh.
next question.
okay. Add a flight combat simulator level.
Uh-oh.
Say that one again.
Add a fighting combat, or sorry, a flight
combat
combat.
sim
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, man.
Is it John again first, or me this one?
Who's actually ready?
Neither one of us, but
I can go. All right. As far as like a flight combat simulator, uh, on honestly, we want to keep the same engine. We don't want to bring another engine in there. So we'll take the cop out. We'll keep it very simple, almost like a. I'm just trying to think of a game that's like that, almost like a. Although there's flight things in Cup Face or Cuphead. So in a style like that, where you're in in a reasonably priced plane, and you're fighting against Santa. Yep, there's Santa. Uh-oh, he's trying to ruin Hanukkah for all the goyim. So Santa's flying, trying to throw presents, and you just have to shoot Santa down. Fuck that jolly red bastard.
We already did that on the podcast, sir.
Hmm?
I said we already did that on the podcast.
It was our
sir.
erotica episode last week.
Yeah, we already did that. Yeah.
Well, we're gonna fuck him again, but this time with hearted bullet hell of Santa throwing gifts, and then you have to take him down. Let's put that as a bonus level for just me making sure to preserve the sanctity of Hanukkah through um, taking down of someone who's already taken away from the true meaning of Christmas, and that big fat bastard.
Hell yeah.
Rice.
my turn.
Yeah, it's your turn.
Okay. We're adding a flight combat sim. So I'm thinking, with all the light, the flames that you're collecting to keep the menorah lit, that you would ride in some sort of air vehicle that's kind of powered by that menorah flames that you're collecting. So rather than, adding an entire level, being that this is a kind of a procedurally generated temple-based game, I would rather do where once you collect enough of this sacred flame, you're able to transform into this aerial chariot of light, if you will, and then kind of just wreak havoc on the stage you're on, where you can, shoot down flying enemies, bomb land enemies, but also when you do this, it obviously gives you grants you great power, but it also speeds time up a little bit. So everything, the enemies and all the shots and everything, moving twice as fast as or maybe 1.5 speed, so that the action is amped up when you're doing this too. You feel like another surge of adrenaline. And then it'll also bring out different types of enemies, more air flight type of enemies that are only available in that power up mode. I think that being able to randomize, with the procedurally generated areas, you're going to have random enemy formations, or different, different enemies spawning in different areas that you're not used to. Maybe even weather conditions, flame fuel levels affected by the weather conditions, which force adaptive strategies. I think that with the weather and that kind of can keep you from, okay, this area is raining a lot, so now I'm not going to use my chariot of light ability because it's not going to be as powerful, last as long in this water. So that'll kind of control when you get to use it, but I like using it as a power up rather than an entire level. And I think as you are flying in it, you can collect more flames by going on a string of kills without getting hit, and that'll kind of keep your power going until your meter dissipates. And then as you progress through the game, you can level that ability up with better missiles or guns or shields or what have you. All those type of mechanics that go into deep combat like now. And then we incorporate areas that are only reachable with this mechanic, with this power up, with the flying ability. There's maybe certain hidden items or certain pathways you can go to shortcut if you are using the flying ability. But then also add, amped up soundtrack, double time music from Lenny Kravitz, and maybe some extra Mel Brooks narrative flavor, cracking jokes when you get on a streak or anything like that, kind of hyping you up. But yeah, that's how I would like to incorporate some kind of aerial combat, is more of an ability like that rather than just one level, because I feel like it could be a lot of fun and it shouldn't just be restricted to one level.
Scott.
That's all I got.
All right. No. Okay. Gotcha. Scott.
Yeah, I don't think I really have a question.
You don't have?
Throw Tommy Pickles in there.
I was gonna ask that.
Damn, that's a good one. Yeah, go ahead and throw Tommy. Yeah, fuck it.
Does
From the Rugrats, if you guys don't know.
does Dill count? Because he would also be one.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
would.
let's get all the Jewish pickles in there.
Jewish pickles.
Grandma and grandpa. Yeah.
No, it'd be maternal grandma and grandpa.
Mm-hmm.
Because Daddy Pickles ain't Jewish.
Oh no, he's not.
Even though he is a little Jewish coded.
Yeah.
He is, but they never said that he was Jewish.
Never.
No, they celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and it seems like Drew also simply celebrates Christmas. He doesn't subscribe to the Hanukkah holiday outside of connection to his sister-in-law.
Yeah.
But his mama side definitely Jewish.
Quite
Yeah,
Jewish.
100%.
They kind of beat you over the head with how Jewish that side of the family is.
Yeah. Have at it, guys.
Were we adding Tommy? Is that what you said?
Tommy, all of them pickles.
All of the pickles.
Any or all of the pickles.
There has to be at least one that's not Angelica because she doesn't count.
No.
Yeah, the Jewish pickles.
Okay. I'm just going to stick with Tommy because I don't know a whole lot about all of them.
Fair enough.
Should I go first? Is it me this time? I don't
You can
remember.
go first. I'll let you.
Okay. Um, so what do I think about adding Tommy to this game? Um, what I like when I think about, okay, the home that I mentioned, when in between levels where you go home to level up and craft food and whatnot, supplies for the next run. Um, Tommy would be one of the people living in this village. The Pickles family is there, essentially. Um, but more specifically, what Tommy's involvement would be in this game is more of, well, we know how the Rugrats are. They're all kind of, they get into overwhelming odds. They go exploring everything, um, while still scared, but they sometimes show some bravery. But they get themselves into a lot of situations. Um, and I think with Tommy, having him in the town, I think in each level there would be a hidden Tommy, and once you find him, you get a certain reward, a special reward when you go back to the hometown. It's like, okay, if Tommy ran away, got lost again. You find him on your next run, you send him home. When you go back home on, in between runs, you'll find him there with a new special item or some kind of in-game currency or whatever it is, so that'll help you progress and level up more. Um, I think that that it'd be fun to add him. You have Mel Brooks joke about babysitting him. Um, Kenny Rabbits, Lenny Kravitz, can do some lullaby riffs. When you're in the town, when you go to the Pickles house, it's like, all right, Tommy's in his room. There's a little special Tommy song. Lenny Kravitz is, a little kid's lullaby kind of riff. Um, and then, of course, have him as an unlockable character playing as Tommy. When you play as Tommy, since he's got this smaller size, he can unlock, go through certain pathways, fit through different paths that the full grown people can't, and unlock his hidden puzzle doors, or, sabotage enemy securities, or kind of just show, go find hidden paths and more loot and all that. And then also have, maybe his own unique abilities and buffs that he can do, like tossing baby bottles filled with the oil, the burning oil. And then, obviously have his fun voice in the game, would add, a lot of depth to it and humor. But I think it'd be fun to have him in there. Get him in some old school Jewish clothing instead of like the '90s toddler clothing. Get him in, put him in a yarmulke, put him in whatever, the traditional wear was, and in that time, and it could be a lot of fun.
Oh, John.
Yeah. Tommy Pickles is great, but important part of the Rugrats history is at one point we did see them all growed up. So I also like the idea of a unlockable character, but rather than just have little baby Tommy just beating the piss out of people, which does sound fun. More realistically, we'd have Tommy Pickles as his all grown up version, still going through, getting through all the levels, uh, um, and I think it would be cool. Like I mentioned before, once you get through a level, you have like just a cute little scene. Is that you could have those different scenes for Tommy, for any of the characters really, but especially for Tommy. That when he comes back after beating a boss, that you just see him interacting with um, the other characters of Rugrats. Of course, all grown up at that point too. So you get to see them older, but we're still getting that message across that they're celebrating their Jewish faith while remaining the characters that we know and love.
Oh my God. There are some kids on ice. Why
So,
are
can,
your kids on the ice?
so
Oh
can I
no,
say something?
somebody call their
Just a
mom. What?
little trivia.
What?
So I was wondering what Dee Dee's last name was because I'm like, I don't recall them ever saying it on the show. So Dee Dee's government name is Deedala Gropot Gro, Kropotkin Pickles.
Huh.
That's so Jewish. Her name is Daedala.
I remember her mom saying Deedala, and I thought that was a nickname.
So did
I
I.
didn't realize. Yeah, I thought that was a nickname, so that's her actual name.
Wow.
Also, just for
Very Jewish.
clarification, we also realize when we say pickles, we are technically speaking, it would be Stu, Lou, Drew, and Angelica. They are the actual pickles,
Right.
but canonically, they are Tommy, Dee Dee, and Dylan.
Oh yeah,
are also
because I
pickles.
know for a fact that their whole entire family, well, Dee Dee's side of the family is Jewish because her brother, the
Yes,
whole.
but their last name is not pickles.
Oh yeah, that's
Her
not
side of
pickle.
the family is not
Yeah,
pickles.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Also, I'm sorry. While I was listening, I've been looking up Reptar bars because I want to get a Reptar bar for some odd reason. Um,
They look nasty. They make your teeth green.
Yeah,
yeah, but I want to try one just before I die. Just one. You know what I'm saying?
that
That's
will
what kills you.
that will. Yeah, seriously, I think that would be the thing that does it.
Really? One
There are
Reptar
worse
Give it a
bar.
ways to
shot.
go.
Yeah, it'd be a hell of a way to go. One Reptar bar. Guys, I'm on my deathbed. Remember Reptar bar. Here you go, Mick. Finally, I can die in peace.
Feed it to you wearing a Bubsy mask.
Yeah,
So,
you
Scott,
deaf.
how would you rank Dee Dee's name?
How would I rank it?
Deedala Kropotkin.
I mean, it's quite Jewish. It's up there with one of the most Jewish names I've heard.
Huh. Pretty
And
creative
her
Jewish.
parents' names are Boris and Mika.
That I knew.
Yes. I almost said Boris and Natasha had a reflex.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean,
it's like they all grown up.
oh, and John, if you came into the Dubsy Lansk, I would have just like, oh, finally, the angel of death came to kill me. I automatically would think that's the angel of death. All right, funny thing. Fucking, I'm gonna go first.
No. No. Scott.
You sure you
No,
want
I
to
was
go
gonna say
first?
Max should go first.
No.
All
I
right,
mean,
fine,
yeah,
I'll go
yeah,
first.
because we should let the person that knows the most about the holiday last, in case we go to a tie. Um, with this said, I like both of these games. Both of these games are interesting. Um, I love Bryce's style. It's sort of, even though it sounds like a puzzle game, it seems like it's an RPG. It reminds me a little bit of Adventures of Link a little bit. Not a side scroller. It reminds me of that, and I don't hate that. It's not a bad thing because I kind of adore Adventures of Link sometimes because it does have a little fun to it. Um, I I love beat 'em ups. I love your and I love beat 'em ups as well, John. Uh, I love I love both your interpretations of each character. I like the fact that you know Adam Sandler is one of the bosses. Lenny Kravitz is actually helping you in one of the games, and I like the fact that you both incorporated Mel Brooks as narrators, and I love that because that's interesting. I love to hear Mel Brooks just narrating you as you're going through. Well, are you going to? I would love it. I love it.
You can't not use Mel Brooks's voice when you
Yeah, yeah, you
in
can't
sense of
not use it.
humor.
Yeah, that's a must. Like that is a must. You gotta like have him narrating this shit. That would be awesome. Uh, Kudos to both of you. However, I do like the incorporation with what Bryce did. He not only incorporated each character, he literally just like, hey, maybe you want to uh, play, I'm play Mel Brooks or Adam Sandler. You had that option too, and I like that. Uh, Also, I'm sorry, I'm just picturing Mel Brooks as yogurt for some odd reason because I just want that to happen. Um,
Say is Yoda?
yeah, it's yogurt. And you want to be Yoda, it's
Oh,
yogurt.
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 Just plain yogurt.
It's just plain yogurt. I just picturing him as yogurt, and you just beating the shit out of him with yogurt. So him and that gold face would be hilarious. So yeah, I'm going Bryce on this one. Miss.
I'm gonna be evil. I'm going with John.
All right, cool, go. All right, be evil. So it
Yep,
comes down.
just to leave it on Scott.
It's on Scott now.
Fair enough. All right, yeah. It always comes down on the Jew's shoulders.
That's right.
That's right.
Holding up the world.
The world is in. No, I believe in you.
I mean, I love both of these pitches. I like that you both took like this from very different angles. Obviously, Bryce went historical, and John went with the more like contemporary idea. Um, I feel like John's the game that I would play a bunch. Like I love those like side-scrolling beat 'em up games, and it has a very like Jingle All the Way vibe to it for sure. Plus the DLC where you get to shoot Santa down. I like that.
Ah.
However, there were times when I was listening to Bryce talk about his game where I was like, has he played this game before? Like it felt like you
Oh.
were describing a game that like you owned as a child and you were like, there's only one copy in existence. And I want to play that game. I want to try that game for the
It's all in my
historical
brain.
significance of it. Because you hit all the Maccabees.
Nice.
So yeah, I'm going with Bryce on this one.
All right, so we got
Even
a
though
top.
I want both games
Okay, well,
and more Hanukkah games. Right now,
You
really,
know what? You know
two is
what?
good. Honestly, two's enough.
two's enough. Two's enough. Well, they'll be wrapped and ready for you on night 9.
Yep, it'll be game of the
On
year
night
discussion
9?
next year.
Yeah.
The DLC, the ninth night.
Yeah.
That's good. That's pretty good.
All right, so it will be
Fun,
inside.
fun thing, Scott. For a few years, right next to me, a local Jewish community bought the house and turned it to a Chabad.
Oh, really?
And at one point, they had a PT Cruiser that had a menorah on it.
Mm.
But more importantly, they had a giant ass menorah, just taller than the house itself. And with a couple of the lights that they have put in there, I could read my book from my yard.
Jeez.
To the point the city had to say, you cannot turn all these lights on. We respect your culture, but we cannot have all these lights on in the middle of the night.
You got to put a dimmer switch on these things.
Yep. They
Alright,
they
timer.
they eventually moved now that I know where they live, but so they've moved to a different part of town, and I actually need to drive by there see if they have the mega menorah out again.
I mean, that's a
Mega
power
Menorah.
move.
That should have been a Mega Man game, a Jewish hybrid game. Mega
Ooh.
Menorah.
That's Mac.
Why
I'll
did I
play
do
it. I'll
that?
play the shit out of it.
That should have been my
Son of a
fucking pitch.
bitch.
I
Mega Menorah.
I still Bryce. I still picked you though.
I know. Would have been would have been a lot more fun.
He fights Matzah Man.
Nice.
I'm Dreidel Man. Well, they already have Top Man, so you can't do Dreidel Man. Sorry.
Well, Dreidel Man works too.
Yeah.
Except
Why
for
not
that,
both?
unfortunately, it sounds like.
How many flame based mans have they made in the games?
Well,
They're-
if you call him Dreidel Man, that really sounds like Kwanzaa Bot's cousin.
Dreidel Man and Kwanzaa Bot.
Flame Man, Heat
Kwanzaa
Man.
Bot's my favorite.
Flame Man, Heat Man.
Mostly because he's played by Coolio.
Rest in peace.
Terror Man.
Yes. So
Yeah, we're at a tie.
it's tied, isn't it?
It's tied.
It
It
sure
is.
is.
Turbo Man.
Hooray!
what you've done.
It's not like I had to go to bed early.
Yeah, same here. Yeah. To answer your question, 8. Yeah, we're going to a tie. Whoopity doo. I didn't need a good night's sleep, guys. Anyway,
Can we like flip a coin?
Should have just picked Minecraft.
I mean, technically, yes, you
Does
can.
anybody want
That's
to
kinda how
go
it
back and
starts.
redo one of their
That's right.
votes?
all right. So here we go, people. We're gonna flip a coin, call it in the air. Get ready.
Who's
Alexa.
calling it?
Huh?
Who's calling it?
I'm flipping the coin with Alexa.
Who's calling what?
Somebody
So
has to
who's
call
calling?
the head or
Who's
tail.
yeah?
Oh.
How about John
That's
gets
how
the
it
pick
works.
since he got the 2 points first? I caught up to tie. He can call heads or tails. Whatever he calls wins. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah. Let's do it like that.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Alexa, flip the coin.
Heads.
Tails.
It's heads.
Heads.
Fuck that. Fuck Alexa. Should have taken it to a chat vote.
You know that's not how it works. We comes to chance. Anyway, so that means you know what
That
that
means John
means.
wins simply because Alexa said so.
You know that's not how it works. We're going to PvP.
I'm throwing mine out in the trash right now. My Alexa.
John, what you want to do? Do you want to go? Do you want to?
Oh, we really doing this. We're really going through this.
Oh, I thought that was for the win. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
Was that? Do y'all really want to do that for the win?
No, I just thought that's what we were doing.
Oh no.
I'm stupid.
No, that'd be dumb. Anyway, so John, what do you want to do? Do you want to go first? Do you want to go second, or do you want to pick the person, or do you want to go for the physical challenge?
Oh God, physical challenge. What? No, God, no. I'll go second.
Okay, cool. So, Bryce, you get to pick who you want to go. You either get to pick who you want to get the question to, or you can go for the physical challenge.
I get to pick who's asking the question.
Yeah, or the physical challenge.
It's Scott.
So you're not going to pick the physical challenge, or me.
I'm picking Scott.
Fuck. I have to think of a question.
Yes, that's what I was hoping for.
Oh boy. All
You know,
right.
not picking me.
Going right into my plan.
You know, not picking me screwed you before.
I don't know that. I don't remember much.
Fair.
Been
When you hear
months
this question,
since
I'm
we-
gonna say, man, you could have took that physical challenge. You know what I'm saying? All you had to do was take a chicken, one of them little rubber chickens, and just throw it in a damn.
And it can be anything as long as it's based on like games, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's the worst character in an otherwise like great game?
Okay.
Is that not good?
Miss,
It can work.
it can work. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry. It is on me first.
Yeah,
He said
you're
second.
the first.
That's
You
right.
gotta
Okay.
get your answer
My
first.
question would have been make Mario Jewish.
Yeah, but he already is.
I mean, he damn near is, right?
No,
Who's
he's
the
Italian.
worst character in a good game? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. Give me a second to
See, you
think.
could have chose that. You're thinking like, man, I could have chose that physical challenge. That's rubber
Isn't
chicken.
Wario Jewish?
What is? I
That's
mean,
a
he
good one.
definitely like an Italian plumber. I don't know. Man,
On your mark, get set, go.
I know, right? Okay.
I can
The-
actually think of a
one
couple
of-
from a
one
series
of-
you actually mentioned.
Yeah.
This is, I think back, I can't, just recall a whole lot of different characters but I'm one person that really pissed me off, that sticks in my head, was the president's daughter in Resident Evil 4.
Ah!
So fucking annoying. Uh,
Leon, help me!
just
Ashley?
Yeah, Ashley.
Ashley Graham.
He's
Just not character, but the escorting of her.
okay.
Her constant
Okay.
need for protection,
Okay.
and helplessness where she
Hold on,
can't.
hold on, Bryce. I want to specify. We're talking about original,
Oh, okay.
right? We're talking about
Huh?
original or remake. There is a difference.
Original Resident Evil 4.
Okay, I got you. I understand.
Okay, so your answer is Ashley Graham.
Original.
Okay, I was just supposed to give the answer.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
yeah, just give the answer. John?
Navi.
Holy shit. Golly. These both suck. Okay, both of these are headaches. Now, Bryce, you get to tell us why Ashley Graham suck, and you only get 1 minute to explain it.
Oh, hold on.
Mm-hmm.
Need my phone.
Nah, it's okay.
Why she sucks, or why she's better than his choice, or is it just about my answer?
It's just about your answer. Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay, I got you.
It's all about you, not him.
Okay, got it. Go.
Ashley Graham is okay. She's just a huge escort burden. Constantly needs protection, forcing players to babysit her, and mechanics that constantly interrupt the flow of an otherwise really great survival horror game. She can't fight. She gets grabbed easily. Often needs feels like a liability rather than a companion. It doesn't help at all. Instead of enhancing the tension, her repetitive cries and whatever just it's frustrating. It makes it just feel more like a chore than an actual addition to the gameplay or the immersion. The escort missions are just a huge downfall because they just add stress without any meaningful reward.
Stop.
All right. John, 1 minute. Whenever Mrs. tell you to go.
Ready? John?
John, you there?
I'm ready.
Oh.
Go.
I absolutely love the Legend of Zelda series. It's one that's been near and dear to my heart. Playing ever since the first one came out. To play every one that comes out since, and there's a variety of characters throughout all the games that you'll meet. Some of them you just love to hate. Some of them are you hate to love. Even a good villain can make a game great, and you can respect what they do. There's nothing respectable about Navi. Navi is just a pain in the ass addition. They're meant to help you, but it's more of a hindrance. Her incessant cries, her stopping the action, her failure to target properly, just made an otherwise amazing game bit of a footnote. Even a character like Tingle. Tingle, you don't
And
have to participate with.
Hey, listen. All right. Bryce, you got a choice. You can either boost your argument or you can take down his argument. There is no physical challenge here. I'm sorry.
Let's go. I think I'll boost mine.
All right, remember, you can only boost. You cannot say nothing about his game. If you do, we will shut you down immediately.
Gotcha.
1 minute on the clock.
go.
All right. Like I said, the escort missions, nobody likes those in games. We know that from the beginning of time. if she's captured, it's game over. It's stressful, frustrating. It doesn't lead to any real good rewards. Um, Ashley is literally named for being the quintessential bad escort character, overshadowing Resident Evil 4's greatness. Her repetitive cries for help pull people out of the horror atmosphere, turning tension into irritation. She can't fight, defend herself, or meaningfully contribute. And she actually impedes the progress of the storyline if you cannot keep her around or keep her safe. It's just game over. So which makes everything just kind of it takes you out of the game. It takes you way out of the game, and you realistically cannot progress the storyline without keeping her at tight. It just perfect.
And stop.
All right, John, what you want to do?
Boost.
All right, you know the deal.
Oh, go. Oops.
Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Watch out. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Watch out. Hey, listen. Watch out. Watch out. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Watch out. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Hey, listen. Watch out. Hey, listen. Watch out.
I think I'm having a stroke.
Hey, listen. Watch out. Hey, listen.
No.
Stop, please, God, no, God.
For the record, if you're gonna do it, hey, listen.
Hey, listen.
Look, listen.
Oh, fuck.
I don't have the vocal range for that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I do, and it sucks.
Yeah. God. Scott, you go first.
Mist, you go first.
Damn it.
Matt, you go first.
Damn it. All right. Okay, fine then. Damn it. All right. Look, Ashley Graham sucks. She sucks. I mean, I don't. In Resident Evil 4, she was trash. I mean, to hear her say, "Help, Leon! Help me! Help, Leon!" But, however, there are portions in the game where she is not there, where it gives you peace and tranquility to think, "Oh, thank God she's not here." However, Navi is in that fucking game 24/7, every bit of the fucking game. I have played. This is one of the big reasons why I stayed clear left of The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. I stayed away from it. That's the only reason why I don't put it in my top list, because of that fucking... Navi will literally say that the whole time. Hey, listen, look out. Hey, I hear that, and then it's... Listen, and then it stops the progress. So you're trying to like swing a blade, and then all of a sudden you just swing at Navi, and then she just tell you something. I was like, I don't want to talk to you, Navi. I have no fucking time. Like get the fuck out my way. She halts gameplay. She messes up every progress of you forwarding the damn game. So sorry, Bryce. I'm going with Navi. All right, Scott, you're next.
Yeah, I'm going with John on this one. Kind of broke my brain a little bit.
Miss?
I'm going with John, not because of that particular action he took. The fact that I have the vocal range to do the same thing makes me mad at Nappy.
Yeah. Like it's not what he did. It's just not only a lot of stuff, but I'm just remember. I'm going over the stuff he said. She literally stops your gameplay. Like she stops everything that you do. Your progress. You could be in the middle of a battle and like, Hey, make sure you. Hey, listen. Make sure you use the arrow. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, Navi. Move out the way, and then you're dead. Like fuck. I hate that. I literally will sit and just. I hate this game. I stopped playing because of Navi. Like she literally ruined.
Well, John, know that I picked you because I felt personally attacked by having a naturally high vocal range.
I picked you because I played Ocarina of Time, and I stopped playing it because of her. She's the reason why I don't play it. I stopped playing.
I'd like to share a quick text from my wife. She just texted me. She just texted me. Stop. I'm going to sleep when I hear a haunting Muppet voice coming through the floor.
Oh man, sorry, Bryce. I apologize.
Well, at least if I lose, we pissed off his wife, right?
Yeah. No
He
six.
said that was a win in my book.
No 6 for you. He's like, yeah, no 6 for you.
But to be fair, Ashley Graham is the reason why I stopped playing Resident Evil 4.
Oh yeah, that's the reason why I particularly picked when I told him if you're picking Resident Evil original.
The remake one, she is annoying, but not that bad.
Not that bad, but the original she's annoying. But like Bryce hit it home with that last part because it just reminded me of everything that I went through when I played Ocarina of Time.
I had to go on mute because I was laughing so hard because I'm like, yep, that's it.
That's Navi. That's 100% the whole time you're playing Ocarina of Time. It's just, hey, listen, look out. I was like, fuck, I remember this. Oh, unlocking every memory that I had. Literally going through the water temple and literally having that motherfucker like saying, hey, I was like, oh, I want to kill you. I want to kill you because I hate you. I hate you, Navi.
Hyrule's not getting saved. Sorry, Navi.
Yeah, I literally hate Navi. Like, you talking about people I don't like, characters I hate on the list. Navi's number 2 on my list next to Bubsy. I hate Navi. I fucking hate Navi.
You can't turn that shit off?
Huh?
Nope.
What you said?
No.
I say you can't turn it off?
No, you can't turn off Navi. Navi is there forever.
That was back in the day before they gave us options.
Yeah, before this is Nintendo. Bryce, this is Nintendo 64. There was
Yeah. I mean, I've played
no
it.
choice.
It's just been forever.
Yeah. No, I'm
used to the convenience of the quality of life of games today. Give you the options.
Yeah.
To
Let's be honest. When he picked that, you were
off.
literally from point A. You were fighting an uphill battle. You were literally fighting an uphill battle. You fought, but he just had rocket boosters up that hill. He was gone. He's just oh man. But anyway,
Bryce, if you would have said Ashley Williams from the first Mass Effect, I probably would have chose you.
Why? Is that your crush?
No.
Oh.
I had no qualms destroying her. I'm like, you need to go.
I got you.
You stay here with the bomb. You'll be fine.
yeah.
Like I was playing that with I was talking to my friend while I was playing it, and he was like, "So is this a tough choice?" I'm like, "No, Ashley's got to go." Like didn't even bat an eyelash. Like, no, this was easy.
Oh boy. But anyway, guys. Bryce, sadly, like the Bills, you didn't complete this. You didn't do it again.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta?
Yeah, why you gotta insult his twin?
No, he's mad about the Bills. But sadly,
I'm mad about the Colts.
But you got 2 Super Bowls. Calm down.
Not in my lifetime.
You didn't see. Anyway, I'm gonna ignore that. Anyway, you don't tell me that shit. Anyway, John wins. He's back as champion. He finally gets the championship belt back. He's back as champion. Listen.
Yeah, that's how I lost to fucking Navi.
If I swear to you, you play Ocarina of Time, you play like 5 seconds of it, you'll quit.
Well, I remember it. I instantly remember.
Yeah, like he unlocked the memories, like burning memories, like
yeah.
Oh God, I hate this.
My therapist helped me repress these. What the fuck?
I went through therapy for Navi. I was like, every time I hear her.
That's why you go to.
The whole time.
That's why you go.
Look, listen.
That's why you go to the Great Fairy so you can fucking unwind a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
If I marry a woman that sounds just like Navi, I will literally like I'll be like, you're gonna have to get some type of surgery or something.
What, brain surgery?
Something, I don't know.
Cut out-
Voice box surgery or something.
cut out-
I can't
cut it
do
out,
that.
yeah.
I can't deal with that.
Cut out the
I
larynx.
lost it. No, it's not very sexy. Sorry. Anyway,
Well,
John
did win.
John did
But-
win.
He did. That's true. A few weeks ago, I won 2 front row Colts sideline tickets to the Monday night game coming up.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
You might catch me on E ESPN.
You might catch you on ESPN reading for Phillip Rivers coming back from
It might be fucking Richardson. They said he was practicing.
Oh God, that man is ass. Sorry. I'm sorry for you. Yeah, I saw him at
I know.
Florence.
They don't know who the fuck's going to be playing.
I
got
I'll
the
be
tickets.
honest
I was
here,
like, oh, this is going to be great. We're kicking ass. And then Daniel Jones goes out the next fucking game.
Yeah, I as a Georgia fan, I feel for you because that guy was going. I was rooting for him to play every game, and I knew he was going to put belt the ass to that motherfucker every time he played.
Matt,
Anyway,
for show.
I'm going to end the show because I'm trying to. Anyway, Bryce, hell of having around. You took it overtime, but you couldn't get the W. What you got to plug, buddy? Besides the.
Took it to overtime. Couldn't get the W, just like the fucking Rams tonight.
Yeah, the Rams suck.
Had my
I
money on
do
Seattle,
not
so
feel
it's
bad for the Rams. Fuck them.
So, all right. Well, starting back at the beginning of the year, I'll be working back with the domain Gaming, Pop Culture, and Entertainment. So you can catch me out on there. I've done work with them over the last couple of years. Took a break going back there at the beginning of the year. You can check me out there. Also on the Next Level podcast. That's through them. And then you can check me out on YouTube and Twitch and all that as Big BS. Yeah, that's about it. And then you might catch me ESPN for Monday night.
Yeah.
Front row.
Yeah, he's going to be the one like.
You wearing this shirt with a big old cowboy hat on? Just make sure somebody can see my ass.
See, yeah. Hey, Phillip Rivers. John.
Hi, I'm John. I do a whole bunch of improv in Green Bay. So if you're ever in Green Bay, come see me at Comedy City. If you like what I do here or wherever, I'm on Twitter. Message me. Let's do stuff. Let's have some fun.
When's John Con?
I've put that on a hiatus.
Ah, damn it. I was going to come this year.
You say John Con?
Yeah,
John Con.
John Con.
Like John Con Jovi?
No. He actually has a con.
No?
He has a
I made a minor convention. Yep, just using my name.
Just for Johns?
Nope. I invited
Oh,
everybody.
okay.
Nobody.
Okay.
Came, so.
Oh, fuck. It would be great if it was just everybody was named John.
True. A nice friend of mine.
And then a
like
bunch
to be
of
inclusive.
and then there was a bunch of prostitutes too, and then it would just all make sense.
Oh, John
There you
Doe.
And that
All
would
the-
be
everybody-
the end of that convention very quickly.
Very quickly.
Everybody's
Oh,
a John now.
here.
He's like, yeah, let me take notes. This guy's
Hookers.
good. Hookers. That'll bring more people.
Scott, what
More
you got?
Johns. More Johns.
More Johns.
You know.
More Johns. Scott, what you got?
Whatever this new John Con is.
John Con Jovi, man.
Yeah, I know,
John
right?
Con Jovi.
Soon.
See,
I'm from the hometown of John Bon Jovi.
Is that right?
I mean, I grew up there. I'm not there anymore.
Where's that?
Sayreville, New Jersey.
That's right, Jersey. They love him there, probably, right? It's fucking like Jesus Christ out there.
It's kind of a mixed reaction.
Yeah.
Doesn't he have a restaurant where people don't have to pay, or they pay whatever they want out there?
Maybe. I don't know.
I've heard of it.
If he
He's like,
does,
"Yeah,
I've
just-
never
Just
been.
pay what you want. I've got enough money.
I got $1.
Come on in.
I should check that place out.
May have to
Roulette.
too, because yeah, you got me one.
Well,
Scott,
it's
we gotta
more
go.
to feed people that can't.
Scott,
you know,
whenever I come
Yeah,
there, we
it's
gotta
actually
go there.
Yeah, never mind.
Scott, if I come to New Jersey, we gotta go to this restaurant. I'm bringing $1. I'll pay for our food. I got $1.25. Here you go.
Perfect.
Anyway.
Tip your server at least 20%.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna give my server $10, and I'm gonna
bucks.
pay for my meal for $1.25. Mist.
Find me here, find me from Guru, find me DTH Games, find me at Shrink Bell. I am apparently all over Twitch and not getting paid a dime.
Damn.
She's the logo of Twitch.
I feel that.
Yeah, same here. Anyway, I'm Mac. Come follow me at Tampa Buck Fan 88, home of the two-time Super Bowl champions. Also, you can come follow me. Follow GG Game Fixers. You also can go watch a lot of our stuff. If you want more of Gamer Grudge fun, come back Saturday where I will be fighting in the final episode of the year for Gamer Grudge, our Christmas episode where I will be fighting Rob. This will be a fun episode, so get ready for some fun Christmas cheers, and also we're going to be bringing back a fan favorite that has been talked about for years. Yes, what game character do we want to kiss under the mistletoe? Will I talk about Miss Pac-Man again?
Yeah.
Come back and come and find out.
He's gonna say Navi.
I've got my answer.
Well, what's your answer?
Chun-Li.
Interesting. Yeah.
And you will immediately go to jail because she ain't gonna play that.
She's gonna kick your ass. I mean, I'm sticking with Mrs.
Crush
Pac-Man.
my fucking head like a melon. That's fine. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm sticking with
2
Mrs.
years
Pac-Man.
is long enough.
Mrs. Pac-Man gonna be awesome. All right, so guys, that's it for tonight. Congratulations, John, on being the champion again. This concludes Gamer Grudge, the Gamer Grudge full season. See you next season for another Gamer Grudge, where we will be doing our summer. What we'll be doing for our next championship bout, which will be Heat Wave 2026. Okay, yeah, 2026. I gotta get my years right.
Just skipping over next year.
Yeah,
Come on,
2026, Heat Wave 2026, people. We'll see you next time on another episode of Gamer Grudge. Bye-bye, everybody.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah.
Happy Hanukkah.
Yeah!
Kwanzaa bot.
Yeah. Happy Chinese New Year.
I'm not going to touch that. Bye, everybody.
La, la, la.
Yeah.